I got like a triple monitor set up. I actually put the mic on the correct side. I've got gigantic chat on a monitor now. This is feeling legit. Volume's way too high on this. I can barely hear myself. How are you guys doing? Alright, I gotta figure out next, how do I reduce the volume for me but not you guys? Also gotta make sure, hello there, can you guys hear me? Sounds, volume's good, thank you Jason. Seems like I can't disconnect the... Alright, I'll have to look into that another day. Alright, let's get into the game. How many of y'all are on Team Starfield tomorrow? Alright, did we not manually create a save? Am I on these? Aren't these auto save? Oh, it's right. I'm so used to playing on PC where I name all my saves. And here we gotta just go with, we just gotta trust our screenshots. Here we go, going in. All right. So I'm gonna try and do like I did last week. That was a lot of fun. Like I actually try and be a real streamer and engage with you guys in chat the whole time instead of focusing on the game. It's funny when I'm not trying to show much in the game. Like we're skipping dialogue and we're just kind of like, this is more like a proof of function. It's just like this Xbox stream is like, look guys, you can complete the mod on Xbox. I'm not sure that that's true, but we're gonna try. 22 hours to lift off. Yeah, that's right. It's so close. It's crazy how close it is. It's crazy. After, because like, you know, we all thought we were gonna have it like this time last year. So it's weird that we got. I'm so glad we got the delay. My God, Chapter 3. You know, there's people on the forums already calling it a train wreck because there's enough bugs in it. But I'm happy that many of you have made it through now. But can you imagine what a nightmare it would have been if we had to release it last year before Starfield came out? Hello, Canuck. Sonic Phil, thank you for reminding everybody. Yeah, do that at kinggath. That's the chat I tend to look at first. Guys, I fixed the companion bug. Remember, this is one of the things I grabbed Piper because I wanted to test it. One of our guys, Ruined World, actually showed me exactly how to duplicate the bug. And so I did, and I fixed it. It's in the 3.01 beta, which is on the forums right now. If you guys want to head to our forums, there's a public beta of 3.01 that has a fix for the companion bug. Thanks, Piper. I guess I'll bring her with me anyway. Just so I can have somebody to help me in battles. Come here.
Hey.
Shoot. Come with me. All right. Chapter 3 finished it. No issues. Awesome, Carbach. Hey, you're in rare company. There's not very many people who completed it without issues, and that's what happens. This is our free time thing. We try real hard to make it real awesome, but there are inevitably things that slip through the cracks, and we're not giving up on it. If any of you guys saw my news video, we got about 2 years of patching planned, and I'll keep patching after that. 2 years of patching with content in between. So after that, then it'll just be, effectively, unless something changes, should be in maintenance mode after that, where hopefully I'll keep fixing it. Although, just like for anybody who is a SS1 or Conqueror player, will probably say I'm a liar. But what it really is like in order for me to, the reason I haven't made any Conqueror or Sim Settlements 1 patches in ages is because I need duplication steps. Oh, this is so weird. There's like a massive delay between the audio that I hear in my headphones and the visuals I'm seeing on screen. This is going to make for a very strange playthrough. I don't know what is going on there. Do you guys have this delay, or is it just me? It's just like a huge disconnect between when I fire the shots and when I hear the sound. If that's happening for you guys too, we'll take a pause and try and figure out this technical issue. Oh, I guess I have to worry about dying too. I can't TGM if stuff gets hard. I'll just have to eat it. You guys are getting a delay on Twitch? Okay, I haven't checked YouTube chat again yet. Just a second. Oof. Pop goes the head. Oh, there's another guy. Alright, I guess I can just pause the game, right? I don't have to... I'm not forced to play through it all. Yeah, I have the delay. Okay, everybody's got the delay. Alright, let me pause. Let's see if we can figure that out. Alright. Big Dave Gaming, thank you for the donation. And Big Dave says, thank you for all the hard work. Jellybeans 340, I love your stuff. I've been grinding, learning from your stuff for 2 years now, and hopes to be able to create like you guys, maybe even contribute one day. Oh, that's amazing. I hope my tutorials have been helpful. I actually hope to get back to tutorials eventually. That might end up being how I get myself started in Starfield. Pay it forward, like, what's his name? Why can't I think of it? Seddon4494. He got me started in Fallout 4 modding. Alright, what is going on with these sound settings? Don't mind me, guys. I'm using this Elgato card, and it worked fine last week. I had minimal effort or issues setting it up, but now we're getting this bizarre audio delay. And it would be one thing if it was like just you guys were getting it, or just I was getting it, but both of us. That means we need to fix something. Global settings. Let's see here. I feel like it's going to have something to do with the fact that I had to turn off my speakers because the volume from the Xbox kept going through my speaker system instead of into my headphones. So I feel like that's going to end up being related to this problem. Let's see. Let me try turning my speakers back on. So I'm doing everything the same as last week, so I don't think it was because of the YouTube Twitch stream. I think it's something else. It might be I need to reboot this card, this Elgato card. Jason Locran, Jason Locrans, thank you. I'm enjoying the new series you started explaining the SS2 systems basics. Appreciate all the efforts. Yeah, we got more coming on that. That's the hope is we were originally planning out like 1 or 2 per week, but they actually take quite a while to produce. Even though they're not flashy or anything, just getting me to stop rambling and focus on the subject is a challenge. It requires a lot of retakes and a lot of editing by Sag, who's taken over on my video editing. So it's yeah, ends up being a many hour project to get just one of those little videos done. What is going on here? That looks correct. Not so pro now, kinggath. Let's see, device properties. Alright, let's just try unpausing it and fire off a few rounds and see what happens. Nope. Immediately. Oh, is that Piper I'm shooting at? Yes, it is. Sorry, Piper. Okay. Let's see here. I think it might be I gotta reboot this Elgato card, which is probably gonna like screw something up here. All right, I'm gonna try unplugging it. Issue you guys. Oh wait, let's do that. Hold on, let's do that. I've got this. You know, let's be professionals here. Wait, why is that broken now? Oh no, my Fallout 4 standby thing broke. What happened to my standby? I must have moved the source file. All right, let's try and find it. Browse. OBS video. Where's my Fallout standby? Here it is. Nope, that's not it. That's not it at all. That's a sound effect. Fallout, please stand by about MP4. Local file, autoplay. Go. There we go. Can you guys still hear me? Let's do a sound check of that. Can you guys still hear me and see the please stand by? If we're there, we're at least somewhere I can start working on this. Babylonia Rising, thank you for the donation. I would love it if you pay it forward in Starfield. Big thanks to you and the team. Yeah, I hope so. I hope to learn a lot about the tools, and like even if I don't end up doing anything at the Sim Settlement scale, I'm not gonna be able to help myself but to tinker. Can hear you and see the visual. Awesome. All right, so now I'm gonna reboot this Elgato thing. Just a second. Rebooting requires me to climb on the floor. Okay. Now I don't know what happens next. I might have to. Oh, the game came back on. Okay, now let's see if Streamlabs will pick it up. Yeah, I don't think the issue is because I can hear the issue in my headphones, Starhammer. I think the issue is with this streaming card. All right, let's try this. All right, well now I don't hear anything. Okay, so I can see. Oh, wait, do I have to? Hold on, let me transition it to live. Let's try this. Nope, just don't hear any sound anymore. All right. Kaz Daddy, thank you for the donation. Loving Chapter 3 so far. Any update on looking into a Jake plushie? Jake plushie, yeah, that is something I need to do. Although I got to tell you, especially after Chapter 3, I'm more and more in love with the Ron. Ron is, I think, secretly the main character of SS2. Let's see here. All right, let's go back to standby for a minute until I can. Oh no, I need to keep it on Xbox now because otherwise I can't. It doesn't. That's very odd the way this is set up. I can't see the thing. I might have to. Let me try this. Let's go. Let's nuke Elgato. Bye bye. Actually, we'll just hide it. Let's see. What's gonna copy this? You guys just get to hear me talk to myself while I try and fix this. Okay, can I put... Let's try this. I want to see if I can put the... There we go. Please stand by is now part of my Xbox stream. And I can hide it after I get this working. All right, let's do... Let's add a new source. Video capture device? Maybe. Elgato. Hey, well, it's showing up in the list. That's good. Existing source. Yes. All right. How do I choose the sound? Capture audio only. I think that's right. Configure video. What does that do? Oh, that's no good. Get that out of here. Okay, let's nuke the second one. Bring this one back. Transition. All right, let's see if we can hear any sound now. Nothing. Oh, I forgot I don't have infinite ammo. Not in God mode. We're gonna run out of ammo real quick here. I wonder if I have to reboot the Xbox now. All right, let's do... Yeah, testing audio is not revealing anything. All right, let's try rebooting the Xbox. We didn't lose much progress, so no, we're not going to save and quit. We just want to quit. How do I do that? Let's see, turn off console. All right. Wonder how the Elgato handled that. Probably didn't like it. Now, can you guys still hear me, though? That's can you guys hear me talking to myself? Babylonia Rising. Shiloh has inspired me to do whatever I can to help join your team. Happy and humble to learn. Oh, yeah. Did you guys... I don't know if you guys saw, I did a podcast with Shiloh recently. He interviews a lot of mod authors, and he's actually been helping as he can with SS2. In fact, some of his work is going to be in the 3.01 patch. He set up a bunch of dialogue for Sneak, Silas, Canary, and Archon. And that was meant to be in the 3.0 launch, but there were some hiccups in the audio files. I just found them all and got them all sorted out today, actually. All right, let's see. Let's remove that. All right, try adding Elgato again. It's funny now. So yesterday or last week, I had it set up so that the mic was blocking the Xbox screen. Now today, it's blocking the Streamlabs screen. So this is a lot of ducking, bob and weaving here, trying to get being able to see what I'm doing. All right, let's move this to a different. Here we go. This is why monitors have drag and drop. Let's see, where is my capture device? Cancel sources, video capture, add source, Elgato, game capture. Okay, all right, and then we try turn on the Xbox, see what happens. Okay, see it on my screen. There's no audio though. All right, what did I do? Oh wait, we need a monitor and output. Test audio does nothing. How did I break this? I guess that's what I get for bragging at the start of the stream. Punished live on air. Let's see. Properties. We might just Google search tonight. How do we fix Elgato? Feels like I'm talking about a cat. Let's see. Let's go to the old Google here. Actually, let's make sure I still have the right thing on my screen. Yep. Okay. Elgato Xbox with Streamlabs. What does this say? What do I need to do? Sound not working. What does it advise?
What's up, YouTube?
Oh, that's really loud. All right. Okay, I got that all set up correctly. Don't matter, I'm just watching a YouTube video on silent, trying to see what he's doing. No idea what you're doing, buddy. It's not helpful. All right, let's try this thing over here. Testing audio. Hear nothing. Wait, can I? Oh, that's the wrong controller. All right, I need some sound running in the background. Let's get to the main menu. Oh, it kept my game running? What? Confirm. Yeah, quit. But I don't want to use that save. All right, back to the main menu so I can hear some music while I test this. Okay, so Elgato shows that it has volume, but I don't hear it. Do you guys hear it? Do you guys hear volume? Let's see. Monitor and output. No game audio. Okay, you guys don't hear it either. Let's do this. Ooh, hey, we got something. How about now? Turn that down. It's pretty loud. That felt pretty responsive there. Yeah, that's not bad. Did we get it? I think we got it. I think we got it. Can hear both. Now it's a matter of let's fire off a few rounds and see how close we are. You like my dinosaur icon? I'll just say it's from my kids that chose it, but it actually has a story behind it that I guess I can tell you guys. I'm trying to think if I can tell it without divulging too much personal information. So the night I met my wife, I was on a little vacation, and I was wearing a shirt with Jesus riding a velociraptor, or was it a T-Rex? I don't know. He was riding a dinosaur. I went out, and I was on a vacation with some buddies, and we were going out to a bar, and I said, if I find a woman who appreciates this t-shirt, I'm going to marry her. And the woman I met, she didn't appreciate the shirt, we had met at the bar, and we danced a bit and then swapped phone numbers. When she contacted me next, she referred to me as Dinosaur Jesus. So she acknowledged and remembered the t-shirt. And so then that became my nickname around the house, was Dinosaur Jesus for quite a while. And so, hence, dinosaurs we will often find as my icon. I highly doubt I still have that t-shirt. That was ages ago, when I was a young man and had time to go to the bar.
There you are.
Kinggath lore, yeah. Wow, this gun is awful. I don't know if I'm ready for Corvega with this garbage gear. Piper, you're going to be carrying the team here with your infinite ammo. And we're going to have to go for a lot of headshots here. I guess I have the I got the laser musket too. Once you get your audio, you should sort out for an Easter egg. Look in the big holes to your left. The big holes to my left. All right, let's go find an Easter egg. What are you talking about? No, I'm just trying to conserve ammo. Let my companion do the work. All right, where am I looking at? What's the big hole? In here? Wait, what is he talking about? Big holes. Sound is synced up. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I can hear it in my headphones. It sounds a heck of a lot better now. It was really jarring to try and play the game when I would fire and I wouldn't hear the sound for like 3 seconds. Did I go too far? No, the stone fence you were near, up top. Stone fence. Oh, in these holes? In these? Those holes? No, those look like bullet holes. Oh, look at that. Look at that pre-combined garbage. I take it, does PRP solve that, Starhammer? Ooh, that's fun. The power of Todd, hard at work. Looking for big holes. Oh, hey, we got an upgrade here. What is that? I'm going to need some upgrades. I'm getting wrecked. Wait.
Lou, we're not alone here.
I know. I want you to fight for me. Please, kill the bad guys. Alright, let's see. What did we get? What did we score? Sure, we'll take that. What do we got for weapons? We got to have something better here. This can't be better. No. I guess the laser musket will have to do for now. No, you're very confused, Piper. They 100. In fact, I think someone else. I don't like. I have to get rid of Piper as a companion just because I keep thinking she's an enemy. I need my dog meat. There's no confusing him. Dog meat is only companion. Try our luck. Total fail. All right. Why are we here again? Now I don't remember why we came here. Kill the... Oh, because we're going to do the Minutemen quest line. That's right. We got to do vanilla quests too in this playthrough. That is right. Isn't there a way to come in through the pipes over here? Over here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Piper also has a weak telemeter, but she has unlimited ammo, so she's a step ahead of me. Nicker, will it ever be possible to use Jake as a companion after Chapter 3? Yes, it will. That is, a companion system is actually on the short-term list of things, because we also owe you Allison as a companion. Oh, hello, ghoul. So yeah, I've got to create my own companion framework effectively. I'm going to look at like what the vanilla did and look at some of the, you know, the really popular companion mods to see what they did and try and find something that covers the same bases. No, that's not the one I want. But I have to create my own little framework to handle companions, unfortunately. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, that worked. Only cost me 2 grenades and 3 stim packs. Hey, there's 2 of the stim packs back. I guess I should have used some jet. That's where I failed. Forgot about how important jet is to my playthrough, to my playstyle. All right, there's nothing in here I need, right? This is all. It might, Choo Choo, you're the quietness of me is probably because I've moved my mic and I'm just not used to this new position for so I'm probably not talking directly into it. Let me readjust it a little bit. I have I set up like a triple monitor setup so that I could actually see the Xbox screen completely, and now my mic is in kind of weird space. Oh, it might take some things on my map. Yeah, I might as well pop in real quick. I don't have to read them all. Oh yeah, because isn't that terminal? Aren't these terminals and stuff about like the feud between the raider gangs? No, nothing there. Okay, well, worth a shot. Time for everybody's favorite kinggath activity: wasting way too much time looting. Although I think that's just, we're all just, like, doesn't everybody who streams or plays Fallout 4 say that? Like, you can't get into Bethesda games and get obsessed with them if you don't like looting. It's half the gameplay. I don't know what I'm going to do with these tin cans, but I'm happy to have them. Did we level up and I missed it, or are we just about to? Yeah, we're about to. Okay. Thank you for fixing the charity mod. Finally able to finish it. Trunk works as a vendor. Oh, I fixed both. Good. I wasn't sure about the vendor. I know he gets a little weird as a vendor because we, like, the way that Inoctium sets up companions is different than anything I've seen before. And so I wasn't really sure what I was doing, so I just took a crack at it. But yeah, that project was super interesting, the charity mod, because everybody does things a little bit differently. So, like, we worked with Adelino and Inoctium and Sag, our quest designer, all did some of the quest work and some of the scripting, and so it's all like slightly different takes on the same idea, and you know, everybody has their own little ideas and different things they know that the rest of us maybe don't know. So there's like some stuff in there I've never seen before, which was kind of interesting.
That's it.
Empty stomach tea. Please make Jake banter with Heather when he's companion. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get into mod communication. I just don't know that we'll have access to our voice actors for that kind of stuff. But we'll see. It's hard to say what the future holds. A lot of stuff happening all at once right now for us, between the between Starfield launching, Chapter 3 just launching, us getting into our content. There's a lot going on right now. and we're juggling some stuff around because some people between chapters move on, go on to do other things, and then we open up some new spots that we need to fill. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to handle that. Usually when we start a new chapter and I need to recruit new people, there's plenty to do. But this time it's a little awkward to recruit new people to be like, hey, can you help us wind down? Because that's kind of what we're doing. I always forget how long this dungeon takes. This is a pretty meaty one. Reach out. Welcome back. About 12 hours into SS2 on Xbox. Oh boy, did I have some notes. So I took a lot of notes myself last time I played on this save, and I actually have since fixed all the issues that we ran into last week. So all of them will be in the 3.01 patch. So one of the things that I have I have to constantly wrestle with in when I'm doing bug fixing is where do I start with fixes? Because we have literal years of reports to go through. So I would always like to focus on the ones that people are most likely to run into, but I also find myself wanting to focus on ones that I know exactly how to repeat them while it's fresh in my brain, and also those that are public. So like when a bug goes out there where people have seen it happen, I can't help myself but want to fix it. So like when I see a streamer run into a bug, I just while watching them play, I'm immediately going in and fixing it. So like any of you who are watching like the Kotavos playthrough or the Alchest Breach playthrough, any bugs that those guys run into, like I'm pretty much fixing them while watching them play because I can't. It's just so cringy to me. So I'm just hoping that then anybody who is inspired to play, who watched them play, doesn't have to experience the same problems. Gonna give it till next Friday to report. All right. L's Gaming, thank you for making such an amazing mod for an amazing game. Thank you for saying so. I hope to make it more amazing. There's a lot more we got to do still. Sonic Phil, I bet Llama will work with you on interaction with Jake. She did for FSD. Oh yeah, I'm sure she would. It would just be, the hard part would actually be getting Jake's actor on board. Like, we tend to, he's a pro. Like, literally, this is what he does for a living. So we can't just bogart all his time because he does it for free. So we have to do it very sporadically. And as far as he knows, we're done with him. So, like, he doesn't anticipate us ever calling him for more voice acting again. So we'd have to build up, like, a solid request list and convince him that it's a good idea. All right. Give me your loot. I really don't need all this loot. What I really... Robert Young, thank you for the subscribe. What I really need is more ammo. More 10mm. How do we get any? No, we've only got 9 rounds left. Also need to figure out how to get around here. Oh, there's another stairway up. I missed. How do we get up there? Over here. Street Rail, I can tell where the budget has been cut. It's almost all seamless, but some engine lock mechanics that still irk me. I'm not sure what that's referring to.
Sweet.
Give me your... Oh, I guess I just took it all. I just wanted the glue. I guess we take it all. Oh, wait, this is up to the roof again, isn't it? This is not the way I want to go. Oh, but this will work over here. As long as this dungeon is, I actually really like it. It's a very well designed place, and it's fun. Like, you can get lost in it easily. Which, if you're in a hurry, not a positive thing, but I'm not in a particular hurry right now. Sonic Phil, thank you for the donation. Hire Jake's actor for Heather interaction fun. Piper. This is your fault. You take care of that grenade. That's not my problem. Oh, now that monkey's gonna catch me. Yeah, I definitely got to work on this setup here. I feel like I need to move a little bit. I'm like, my neck's got a crick in it now from sitting on a weird angle. Uh-oh. Oh, good, that was below me. All right. Let's see if this will work. All right, lower this a little bit. Piper, you're up. I'm busy trying to make sure I can work tomorrow, right? And play Starfield tomorrow. Kids are going to bed half an hour early tomorrow. Daddy got to play some Starfield.
That's it.
Oh, I forgot to crank it. So busy messing with my speaker or my microphone. Hey, bud. Of Linear Rising, do any of the voice actors play Fallout 4? Just curious. Some nail the place names that are others have idiosyncrasies. Yeah, my favorite one. There's a whole bunch of them say Vertibird weird, and like in the same scene. So like throughout Resurgence, if you listen, like everybody says Vertibird differently, so you can tell who actually plays Fallout 4 and who doesn't. So like Aiden's voice actor does. I don't believe Jake's does. I think he's like a fan of the series in general, but I don't think he's played much Fallout 4. So yeah, you can definitely hear some of them do not play the game. Where is this spotlight? Is it you? Yep, there it is. All right. Super Chat. Choo Choo. Thank you for the donation. Nukes When Fund. Yeah, well, that's part of the reason I got 2 years of content. I owe you nukes, man. I owe you some nukes. Street Trout. I meant things that are exclusively console controller tied. So I've been playing some Quake Combat Plus just to cleanse the palate. I thought you were talking about Sims Auto and stuff. I didn't realize you were talking about Fallout 4 in general. Ageo Comics. Kinggath in chat. I just finished the third ending for Armored Core 6 and such a fantastic game. Good 52 hours spent. Armored Core 6. Is that the new FromSoft game? I don't actually know what Armored Core is. I am out of the loop. I realized today how out of the loop I am on what movies are coming out. I was talking to somebody about going to see a movie with them next month, and I had no idea what was coming out at all. Like, I was like, can we go see Oppenheimer? And they're like, I don't think that's going to be in the theater anymore. Like, oh, damn. You missed Sonic Phil Super Chat. I don't think I did I? Let me scroll back up. I could have sworn I read that. Hire Jake actors for Heather Interaction Fund. No, I got that one. I definitely didn't miss it. But thanks for calling me out, because sometimes I will miss them. So you were not unfounded in assuming I might have. Oh, I see another crazy bug with draw distance. You see that? Like, I'm looking over at that exit door. It just looks like some weird, creepy void over there. Yep, there it is. It's the door. I am so lost in here. Complimenting the dungeon design, and now I don't know where I'm at all. There's got to be another way through here. It is the new FromSoft game. Oh, cool. Yeah, I never got into the Armored Core games, so I actually have never got into Souls games either. Like I'm like many people. Like Elden Ring was the turning point for me, where I'm like, oh, I get the appeal of Souls games now. I get it. It didn't click for me. Like, why you want to punish yourself so much? But the combination of the reward for those punishing boss fights plus the exploration, it was just like such a great combo for me. But Armored Core, I don't know. It doesn't excite me. There's some genres of games, or maybe it's art styles, that I see them and I'm just not moved to play them. Like There's an MMO. I can't think of the name of it right now. You guys, I'm sure, will know immediately what I'm talking about when I start describing it. It's like space themed, but everyone's like a ninja. It's like a mix of gunplay and swordplay. It's very fast paced. You're in like these suits, and it's described like, I know that the creators absolutely love Magic the Gathering, and there's like lots of combinations of what you can do in it, and like a lot of the gameplay, like I hear about it, it sounds amazing, but just the visual style of it, I'm just like, hard pass. No thank you. Not interested. Warframe, yeah, Warframe. Like Warframe, everything I've heard about the gameplay, and I've watched people play it and listen to them talk about it, and it's like, that sounds incredible. And then I look at it and I'm like, I want nothing to do with that game, and I don't know why, other than it's just visuals. The style just doesn't do it for me. And that's how I feel about Armored Core. When I saw the videos of Armored Core 6, I'm just like, that does not, nothing about that style appeals to me at all. Which is weird, because it's really, it has a similar vibe to like Elden Ring and Dark Souls in the, oh god, in the, like, it's kind of got like a really dark vibe to it, which works for me with Elden Ring. I'm not interested in it for a for like a robot fighting game. I don't know why. I think that to me was one of the things that there's a lot of people didn't like Fallout 4 going more colorful, but I think that's one of its best features, because Fallout 3 is so dreary with all that green palette. It's really hard to play for me. Like, I love it, but it's hard for me to like play for long periods of time, whereas Fallout 4, obviously I can play it every single day for years. So, and I think part of that is the art style. Have you ever played the Horizon overhaul, kinggath? I have not played it, no. It looks cool. It looks like it adds the deep gameplay that I am not interested in. So, because of time, like I just don't have enough time to play. Like we add all that in here with the hardcore mode. You know, hardcore mode in here was designed for people who like stuff like Horizon. Because a lot of Horizon players were constantly laying like, yeah, man, Sim Settlement's too easy. You need to add more difficulty to it. And so we took a lot of that feedback when designing SS2. But it's not for me. It is not for me. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Can we upgrade any skill? That's always our first. Bloody Mass we can. That's easy. Level 9. So if we have 2 that go to level 8, or if we have 1, we can upgrade now. I guess I've been doing a lot of lockpicking. I didn't anticipate that, and I don't know that I want to keep doing it. Oh, we were going to do a pistol build, but now we're out of ammo, so we're over here playing around with rifles again. I didn't want to do a sneak build because that's too slow. I guess Bloody Mess just feels so boring to get. I like the first one, just that quick 5%, and mostly for the exploding bodies because it's absurd looking. Yeah, I guess I could get Scrounger or get more ammo. That'll work. Sure. Because yeah, I agree. I love the colors in Level 4. It's nice. It's very you get the full palette. You're not limited to half of it or whatever, or less than half. Street Trout, roguelikes, Diablo clones, Souls-likes are a no-go for me. As a family man, cannot sell what little life I have left to these types of games. That's fair. I actually feel like I spend the least... I used to not like roguelikes, but I actually like them now because they're one of the few games I can play in a single session and move on. So, like, my go-to when I just have, like, an hour to play and I just really need to unwind is... now I can't think of the name of it. My brain goes blank when I try and draw up examples. I can describe it, though. It's a deck builder game. It's, like, really cruddy 2D art. I can't think of the name of it. I just played it like 3 days ago and I can't think of it. Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire. That's my go-to. And so like I like that because I'm a family guy and I sometimes only have an hour to game. Whereas games like Bethesda games are like soul suckers to me. And I love them, but they're the only guilty pleasure I allow myself in that regard. Like I won't play MMOs anymore because I know how much they suck me in. But yeah, I like a roguelike because I don't have to dump a ton of time into it. They're usually designed to either kill you in half an hour, or even if you beat them, they take like an hour. Like the one I used to play before I got into Slay the Spire was I can't remember any names. The Greek god one. Is it Hades? No, it's not called Hades. What's it called? Maybe it is called Hades. Again, you guys always got my back when it comes to the names of everything that I don't know. I can't pronounce names. I can't remember names. Yeah, I have a weapon skill, Canuck, but it's one I have 0 ammo for, so I'm stuck using this thing. There's a mod to fix FO3's green. Yeah, I used that. There's one to fix the orange in New Vegas. Last time I played, I downloaded that, and it was a nice visual overhaul. Brandon Hamels just hopped on the chat. How's it running on Xbox so far? So far, so good. We made it through the first 6 quests with basically 0 issues. Little tiny things like we almost had an issue, but I knew to start a conversation before it became one, and then I used that to go put a fix in for next patch. Okay, well, we made it back to the front entrance. So that's progress, I guess. Reverse progress, maybe? Yeah, it was Hades. Okay, I did have it right. Yeah, Slay the Spire and Hades are my 2 go-tos for roguelites. I love both of them for different reasons. The Slay, because there's an old... I don't know how many of you guys have played this. There's an old Magic the Gathering computer game by Microprose. I think it's by Microprose. Well, I just declared how bad I am with names, so don't take that with a grain of salt. But it's a really old Magic game. It came out in the early, like right after the actual card game. And there was a sub game in it called Chandelar, and Slay the Spire is the closest I can get to a Chandelar experience. Oh, I see. They're crack for you, so you just avoid them to avoid the addiction loop. That's fair. That's how I feel about MMOs. I have to avoid them because they suck me dry. I got out of my World of Warcraft addiction and then found myself playing Destiny, and then after a few weeks realized that it was just another MMO, and had to slowly peel myself away from that. And then when I discovered that, hey, here's what I'm looking for. Once I realized that 76 was an MMO, I was full stop as soon as I finished all the story content. I was like, nope, you're not trick. Fool me once, Destiny. Ironically, I'm wearing a Destiny hoodie right now. I was real into that game. I hear a turret. Oh, there it is. Alright, where's our guy? Got him. Oh, there's still some people alive over here. Man, I'm shooting pretty good today. What is going on here, guys? Do I have a pipe pistol? Yeah, I probably do. You think that that's going to be better than this thing? I might try a pipe pistol. For all this 38 ammo. I guess but then it's going to require me to do weapon modding. And I think I've made clear how I feel about weapon modding in what's effectively a looter shooter. And now you guys know why I love looter shooters with my former Destiny obsession. What can we drop here? Sure, just that. Nick Carter, what do you think of the Elder Scrolls card game? I'm pretty sure I played it. What's it called? I don't remember it, so I don't think much of it. I usually try out every new card game that comes out. Like, I loved Gwent in Witcher 3. I'm not a fan of it outside of it. But I don't know what the Elder Scrolls... I can't remember what the Elder Scrolls one is.
Yes.
Give me some... Ooh, we got an upgrade here on the leg. Gaming Anon up in here, yeah, right? I guess we can wear all this pocketed stuff, sure. Sorry, red batting helmet, you gotta go. Also, am I not wearing any clothes? Oh, road leathers, okay. I kind of want to wear the... Let's see, how much... Is it better? Yeah, it's slightly... Or no, the vault jumpsuit's better. Bye-bye road leathers. Bye-bye drifter outfit. No more room for hoarding. We got junk to hoard. Is there something useful on here? Let's see. Did you decide what you were doing stream-wise after Starfield drops? I think I'm going to keep going with this. I'm enjoying the challenge of trying to play on Xbox, and I really like having a playthrough online as a proof of concept to like show people like, hey, look, it's definitely possible. Like, because I think there's a funny thing with being a mod author. Like you kind of, you want to prove that your stuff works. And I'm torn between wanting to give people support, which I absolutely do. And I have no doubt there will be bugs to fix in this mod for years to come. Like we're doing too much and we're involved in so many systems. There's no way we won't. But there are also a large contingent of players, that just insist that it's going to be our fault. And so like I like to have proof out there that, hey, you guys are partially responsible too. Like you got to get a clean load order. But the downside, and I try not to be a dick about that because, then you, like, I understand some people who are just trying to use their limited game time, like Street Trout and I talking about it, who are just trying to have a good time. They don't have time to faff around with that. They just want all their mods to work together. And I get that. So, but at the same time, for the hardcores who really get into modding and want to run 800 mods deep, I like to have some proof for them that, hey, the mod works fine. It's all your other stuff that's messing with it. It's called Legends. I don't know if I've played that. That does not sound familiar. I must have though. I must have. Like I've tried like everything that they put out related to Fallout and Elder Scrolls. I just don't remember it at all. So it must not have impressed me, or maybe I somehow missed it. Maybe I saw it when I saw the trailers for it and then just didn't get into it. I remember I played I can't remember the name of anything, damn it. What's the mobile game that Bethesda did for Elder Scrolls? It's like a little dungeon crawler. Isn't it named after one of the guilds or something? I did not like it at all. Blades, yeah, Blades. Not a fan. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like sometimes, I hear Todd talking about being obsessed with mobile games they create, and I'm like, really, that one? I don't believe you. I think sometimes you have to just listen to these guys talk about their stuff, and I'm like, I don't think you actually like that. Maybe it's different when you have when you can just buy all the microtransactions because you've got a developer code. Maybe that makes the game feel a lot better. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, hopefully we had an autosave. Oh, I got clocked by that grenade. Piper's like, get down. And I did not listen because I can't remember the last time I got killed by a grenade. Oh, here we go. Hopefully we got an autosave. All right, let's see here. Is that the nearest one I got? Yep. All right. No idea how far back this is. Nope, no, I wanted the medics. Actually, I don't actually want the medics, but Alright, let's see how far back this was. Oh, it's pretty far back. Okay, then. And now, this time, I'm not going to get nearly as good of shots and grenades off. That was a one-time thing. Alright, so let's try and repeat what we did. Came over here, and I think I ignored him there. And I popped that turret above his head.
Only a fucking coward hides.
That's fine. I'll be a coward. Oh, oh, oh. Hello, Raider. This grenade shot is where I don't think I can repeat. That was pretty wild. Yeah, I missed it. Oh, got him again. Oh no. Aid. Stim pack. Where's our jet? It's happening, guys. It's time to get back on the jet train. We need to hotkey this. And then we'll put our laser musket, which didn't anticipate using so much. We'll put that up here. Got him. Thank you, Jared. Brandon Hamilton would be nice for Xbox mods once the update drops. Hopefully it's a huge improvement on gameplay and bug fixes. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I am hoping so. Kind of counting on it for the long-term health of this mod. Because there are some pretty serious bugs in the game engine that I would love to see fixed. Alright, now we're going to go through this again. Oh, nope, I wanted that one. Give me that back. There we go. Hey guys, this is a family stream. Whoa, whoa. I thought you were Piper. Sorry where that bullet got you, buddy. That was inappropriate of me. Oh, there's still a lot of you guys. Gotcha with the car. Awesome. Alright, Piper, you're up. I got some looting to do. Oh, just a leg. A couple of legs there. Oh, chain reaction out here. It looks like everybody's below us, so I guess we can just ignore them. But this time I'm going to remember to save before I walk outside and get popped by a grenade again. Can you save in combat? I actually don't know. Yep, okay. Jason Todd, when we update on PC, would using the all-in-one be the best option? I think it is. Like that we put everything in there to make it an easier download. I will say I don't know how long I'm going to support the all-in-one because it makes updating the mod go from taking me about 2 hours to about 2 hours and 45 minutes. And that is a drag to wait that extra time. Because it's not active time. Like I just have to... But I have to wait for the 7-zip to package it up. Then I got to wait for the upload to complete. And then I got to go hit confirm. So it's just like a lot of steps. I got to keep coming back to my computer. Whereas the other, all the rest of it, each individual file happens so quickly that it's like, you know, I just do it while I'm working usually. That's why usually patches happen in the middle of the day. Because it's like we'll have it done the day before. And then I just kind of start uploading while I'm working. But the what do you call it? The all-in-one is so massive, and it takes like 20 minutes just to zip that thing up. What I think I want to do instead of the all-in-one is create a collection and Wabbajack for it that we keep updated, where it just like downloads all those and Workshop Framework for you in one go. It'll be roughly the same thing. Just a different spot to download it. I don't know how, but I haven't learned enough about those. If you can use multiple together, I don't use those things enough to make a good decision on this. That's just why I'm just supporting the all-in-one for now. I feel like a gopher popping up and murdering people here. Back in my hole. I'll let Piper fight that one. I'm gonna try and take out this guy. Tushi was wondering if you had an ETA for soldier loadouts and classes for Chapter 3. Probably 3.02. So 3.01 is just going to be fixes and QL stuff I can do by myself, because everybody else is on Starfield break. I'm taking a Starfield minor, like little break. Like I'll take a few days and then I'll keep playing the game, but I'm not going to just stop modding, because for me modding has become like exercise, in the sense that I've got a really great habit with it, where I like put a certain amount of hours in every week on, you know, fixing things and building towards something, that I don't want to break that habit, because then you guys it might be hard to start again. It's just like exercise. Anything work that you have in habit, I highly recommend you just don't mess with that habit. It's hard to start a good habit. And fixing bugs for a game a lot of people love is a good habit, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try not to break it. Also, I'll start feeling really guilty, and then I won't enjoy Starfield as much. Whereas if I'm putting a little bit of time every week fixing bugs, I'll be able to enjoy my Starfield time more. Because I know some of you guys aren't even gonna play it right away. Either you don't like doing new Bethesda games right away, or maybe you didn't want to spend the money on it yet, or there's a lot of reasons people are still going to be not playing Starfield, and some people are just like not into the theme. I know like some of the folks on our team are just like I'm not inspired by Starfield yet, you know, from the outside. I'm sure it's one of those things where anybody who likes a Bethesda game, I'm sure, is going to get into it because like they just have a certain way of making games. But you know, you can't assume that anymore now that 76 has put a blemish on their track record. Ooh, look at all that sweet 10mm. Still not enough. I really need to hit Diamond City and stock up. Alright. There's our corpse. Oh, another pocketed arm. Kind of the same thing, but this one's lighter, so we'll take the lighter one. Still more that need to die. Okay. And lots more chems, aka free money.
Pack it in, boys. There's nothing out there.
You could do a collection on Nexus. Well, yeah. Can you use multiple collections at once? Any of you guys out there who use collections, can you have like a couple of them installed and just keep updating them? Does that work fine, or is it designed only to have one collection? Because I always thought it would be cool if there were like, you know, little groups of mods that work together. Like here's a framework collection. It's just kind of a baseline for other playthroughs or whatever. Like we could do like a Sim Settlements baseline, and it would be like I would probably package in it something like SS2, its expansions, Workshop Framework, and then maybe a couple of the add-on packs for like the people who are on our dev team or something like that. Like, because those are ones where if there's bugs, even though I'm not fixing them, I could at least be like, hey guys, you got a bug in our pack you need to go fix. Something like that could make a cool like starter pack, I think. Who's that? Oh, there he is. Come here. Come back here. Oops. Street Draw, what was your inspiration that got you into modding? For me, it started way back times with .wad mods for Doom and Quake. Fellow. Yeah, that was me as well. Quake is my starting point. Quake 3 was where I like really got into it. Actually, okay, so playing mods, Quake 2 Capture the Flag, when that was just a mod. Oh my god, the amount of hours I have in that. And I was actually introduced to that by my tech teacher. He was way into Quake 2 and modding. And he would, for all of us who are like super nerdy, he would host a after-school Quake club, sort of. We would play Quake 2 and StarCraft. So I guess it was a gaming club. And then he started doing it during our lunch hours. And that was amazing, because lunch sucked. I hated lunch. It was like just a... like, lunch is like the high school sorting hat. Like, right? Just so you get to see where you are in the pecking order. So I wanted nothing to do with that. So then being able to just go play video games instead was the greatest. Oh, I don't need spotlight control. So yeah, Quake 2 got me started into it. Like, got me into the idea that that was even a thing. Before that, I had no idea it was even a thing. And then when Quake 3 modding came out, it inspired me to learn the rest of C++. Like, I had been learning C++ just because I liked computers. And then when Quake 3 came out and it had released its source, and it was all C++, I was just, like, hooked. Just totally hooked. Because I was like, oh my god, I got to take something I learned that was supposed to be valuable in the real world. You know, it was like, oh, this is going to be a skill I can use one day. And, you know, that was my parents would be super supportive of it, of like, all right, you'll use this in your career one day. And they bought me a computer, and they'd buy me unlimited books on programming. And then I figured out I could use that knowledge for gaming, and it was like, it was over. Canuck, my comp borderline meets Starfield's min requirement. Oh, I haven't even looked at that, how mine handles that. I did, but because I was due for... My computer's really old in gaming terms. Like, I think the computer that I usually stream on is 7 years old. I think I got it the year I started Sim Settlements. Maybe the year I released it. And then... so I finally got myself a new one for Starfield. I hope it's good enough, though. I didn't even look at the specs. It was just like, that is what's in my price range, so that is what I'm buying. Well, it looks, I mean, I think it's pretty good. It doesn't have it's still got, it's like a 3070 or 3080. So it's not a 4000 series. I felt like the cost of the 4000 series is nuts. I'm not doing that. I can't justify the latest NVIDIA cards ever. Mod 142 Razor Grain. I don't remember what we were talking about then. I apologize. Or what am I, how far behind am I? No, I'm not that far behind in chat. I don't know what you're talking about now. Sorry. It's weird being kind of caught up on chat, playing like the mindless... Oh! Right in your eye, that's right. What's going on? Die. Oh, we're out of ammo again for this thing. Sombra, yes you can. I'm using 2 in my game. Awesome, yeah. So that will be inspiring then to put together, I think doing both, a collection and a Wabajack as a way. I know Yagi-san has a Wabajack out there to help city planners get started, but I'm thinking something even lighter weight than that, like something super tiny that, you know, like you won't have to know anything to use. It won't require like any, it'll just kind of be a Sim Settlements, like the out of the box package, and then a couple of like the simplest add-ons. Like there's like the ones that created by like Ruined World and Ono and Captain, like they're pretty, they don't have anything like confusing in them as far as I know. And if they do, I would exclude them. But like I'm pretty sure they're just really basic. It's like, here's some new building plan designs for plot XYZ. They're not you know, nothing that's going over the edge of the plots, which can be confusing, or, you know, anything that like contradicts with the base mechanics, I probably wouldn't want to include in that, because I'd want it all to feel cohesive. You know, I'm all for add-on packs doing whatever they like, but if we're going to ship something that's like, here's an out-of-the-box experience, then it needs to fit pretty tight. In the same way that we try and always follow the art direction Bethesda put out, is we're trying to make the core experience of SS2 fit nicely into your base game. We'd want the same thing with any type of Wabbajack or who do I need to report to settlers in Overland? We need to make sure that anything in a Wabbajack or collection kind of fit the same bill. Return. Oh god, Quake 2 mods. Nam flashback or non-flashback. Nicar, did your parents ever take away your video games when you were in trouble as a kid? So since my video games were on a computer, what they would do is they would take away my keyboard. They did not know that I used my allowance to buy another keyboard and kept it hidden away. So, and I did not care to tell them that. But I learned very quickly that I had to feign being sad about the punishment for that to work. I'm hoping my kids are not as clever as I was in regards to that stuff.
So, we're in. You can count on us if you need help down the line. Thanks again, friend.
Okay, did that complete the quest? Oh, talk to Preston. Okay. We have so much we can do right now. It's so weird being... Let's see now. Does that mean I have control of the settlement? It does. All right, cool. I don't actually want control of the settlement right now because I'm not ready to build city plans. But I appreciate that you guys are thinking of me. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? We could go up to Cambridge Police Station. I need to go empty my inventory, though. So let's go talk to Preston and dump off all this junk. Dan Rice, any idea what could cause issues with C2? Can you specify? What specifically are you having problems with? Yagi, the first step for Preston, is SS2 somehow forcing it always to give you Oberland instead of the other Radiant options I can pick from? It is not. It is not. I don't know if that's coincidence or we broke something. I could not say. I know it has a very limited pool it can pick from. There's like, I once went over all the Minutemen quests to figure something out because there was something we broke with Preston in like the very first version. I think the very first release, either the first release of Workshop Framework or like the 2.0 patch of it. And I had to put out there's like an optional fix file with Preston on the Workshop Framework page because there were a handful of people who ran into this bug. And so I had to give them a fix. So I remember deep diving into all the Minutemen quests and how they work. And there was like, each of them has a very small number of settlements. In fact, they've got such a small number of settlements that it's possible if you do things in a certain order, like if you run around and figure out how to get access to all the settlements without talking to Preston, you can actually brick his, you can brick the quest line because there's a point where it requires capturing or him having a new settlement to offer you. I don't remember where it is in the... It's like right before... I think it's right before you accept being general or something like that, or maybe right after it. There's a point where you can actually like break the Minutemen quest line because of the way the conditioning is set up.
Are you really the last?
Oh, that's right. We're skipping dialogue. I was confused there.
As long as you don't, I'm not right. That's why I'm.
So no dialogue playthrough. Sorry, Preston. If we get to chapter 3,
okay,
and this is the first time I'm streaming chapter 3, we'll play the dialogue. Otherwise we're skipping it.
The leader of the Minutemen, our last leader, was the one good thing. Now it's your job. I'll let you know. If
Empty stomach TM. Why is Kinggath's frame rate seems smooth on stream while Gopher seems janky? Isn't Gopher playing Fallout 4 on virtual reality? Isn't that his latest playthrough? Nope. I broke Preston by pushing A too many times. I'll pull back here. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, this is it right here. So he's running into it. This is the bug I'm talking about. Like, and he should eventually clear up, but right now, this is the dialogue point where he was trying to find a settlement and either failing.
Things are tough now, but they'll get better.
That was it. He was trying to find a settlement, and so the dialogue gets stuck right there. I knew it was in the general conversation. So I don't know if we broke it, but I don't know how. We're not touching any of the...
Need something?
No, you were supposed to start
Take care of your gun.
the next quest, buddy.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I try to be.
But yeah, right there in that conversation, like there's a thing in there where the conversation has to hold while it tries to launch a new Minutemen Radiant quest.
Playing nice.
And if it fails, then the conversation just gets bricked like that.
Look at Diamond City, a place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish,
Okay, that's enough, Piper. Dan Rice, I'm on an Xbox Series X and S ever since Chapter 2. I've had more issues with crashing and freezing. Cannot stay in the game for 5 minutes without crashing. I don't have many mods onto SS Experience Boost. I mean, one of the problems with Xbox that I anticipate we're going to run into, but I'm going to do my best to avoid it, is that there's the power grid corruption issue. This is a base game problem that there's no solution for on Xbox. And it can make it so that every time you get near a settlement, the game crashes. So on PC, we have a solution actually built right into Workshop Framework, so most people on PC won't deal with it. Cherry Cook, did you ever get with the devs of the UFO4P to get that bug fixed with the stranger not spawning or no? So I reached out. I spoke to them, and they are not aware of what it could possibly be. So I made some modifications in the last patch to try and avoid it, but I'm still hearing reports that it's still happening. So we're currently on the lookout for. We need some PC players who have the problem to send us their loadouts, their plugins.txt file, so we can compare them. That's the only way I'm going to be able to figure out what that issue is. Once I figure it out, you know, I can create a hack to work around it. Yeah, I couldn't see any way SS2 be affecting that quest, but I'm no expert on how these quests are set up. Probably just RNG being random. I mean, based on the fact that my save appears to be bricked for the Minutemen quest line, like, I'm inclined to agree with you that it's probably something with Workshop Framework or SS2. So it's definitely something wrong.
I've got something a bit different for you.
Oh.
Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, before you know it.
Okay, there we go. All right, good. He gave it to me. So he was struggling to find that because in the conversation with the general conversation, he's supposed to find one and he couldn't, and then I broke free of the conversation. But it looks like Bethesda prepared for that. They actually handle you pulling out in the middle of that conversation. So that's good. I thought for sure I was going to be bricked there. Oscar Fry, I have an idea for your first Starfield mod. You need to make a robot companion and call him PR3STON. You know, there's a good chance Bethesda already used that joke because they can't be unaware of the memes surrounding Preston. All right, what do we do next here? We still don't have our next... I guess we'll just keep going with the Minutemen. That'll get us settlements that we'll want for SS2 quests. And we gotta do them all eventually anyway. Nick Carter, if you decide to make any mods for Starfield, will you wait until the CK is released? Most likely, yeah. If there's something that I desperately want and I don't see anybody creating for Starfield and I can figure it out with Xedit, I'll do it. But I find Xedit to be awful. I don't like Xedit. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Xedit in the fact that for certain modding, it's great. Like for doing bulk edits, it's phenomenal. If you're doing quick edits, it's great. But for like just experimenting and exploring, it is not fun. All right, dump all my junk. And we'll hold on to that stuff for now. We'll go sell it when we get to a vendor because we need to buy some more bullets. Jacob, weird. I swear to you, it was UFO 4P, and I don't doubt you. I think, but they don't see what it is. Like they don't understand because they, you know, they said like we stopped messing with the workshop scripts basically because they know I've got them covered. Like that's Workshop Framework is so important to Sim Settlements that Workshop Framework is like pretty much the highest priority thing on my agenda to like keep up and running. because not only are people who aren't using Sim Settlements 2 using it, but everybody who uses SS2, and SS2 is my baby, so I gotta keep it healthy. Well, it's my third child, as we talked about last stream. Oh, and you know what else we haven't done? I was going to talk to Edmund. We should go do that too while we're on our way through here. I don't know why I didn't fast travel here. But yeah, so it might still be UFO4P, but they don't know anything obvious. So I had nothing to look at in specific that was causing it. And when we tested on PC, having unofficial Fallout 4 patch after after Workshop Framework does cause the pop-up that tells you, hey, this is a problem. So I don't think it's that, unless people are ignoring the pop-up.
So the Blessed Father's light spoke through.
Reinforcements. So I know you guys cut it close with the mod limit on Xbox. Will Xbox still get the larger updates you guys have planned in the future? Is there not enough space? They'll get systems updates, so anything we can do without story content you guys will get on Xbox. But any new story content is unlikely. There are 2 exceptions. There's actually 2 pieces of story content that we've already got all the audio files in. So you guys will get those because the additions to the ESP and the scripts take basically no space. You know, we're talking about like kilobyte, like a couple of kilobytes. Dan writes, that sucks. Would power generators instead of the power plots help with crashing issues?
I don't like running
So the solution we have to it is to try not to put anything in your grid. So I'm going to use like city plans with self-powered objects as my workaround. And I'm going to turn off, and I already have, I think, turned off all the settings. So like I'm playing without settlement needs, so I don't have to build anything in settlements.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
The place where it
I've been walking for a long time now.
the place where it's going to fail is when you have to get power to GNN, which you can't really bypass currently. That is part of the HQ 3.0 patch, though, is going to allow for bypass and all that stuff.
Tell me about yourself. Once it becomes many.
Big Dave Gaming. Every time I go near a settlement, the game crashes. Don't have any mods. Any idea what is causing it? Are you on Xbox or PC? If you're on Xbox, it's Power Grid. If you're on PC, that's a good question. I would say your best bet is going to be to install Buff Out then, and that will help point you to the issue. All right, sorry, Edmund. We're on dialogue speed mode here. All right, what do we got here? We should have our first quest. Yes. All right, we'll go grab this quest so that when we get close to that area, we can do that. We can take care of it. Should be over here, I believe. Oh, my poor 10mm. Saddle 44, now that Codsworth finally counts as a settler, we need a robot residential. You are not alone in that call. Sir Locke, who's on our team, has been pushing for me to do robot content for quite a while. So is Fess. And I think Pra would love if we did some robot content. He's got all sorts of robot stuff going on. So yeah, it's hopefully we do have. Let me think. Hold on. Let me check. I have a document. Let me see if it's open on my other screen. Just a second. I have a document where we've created a list of all of our post-launch features. I'm not going to reveal it all to you guys, but I'm curious if I put. So there is one robot thing on there, but it's not that. So it didn't make the cut for the guaranteed release for the next 2 years of content, but it might sneak in there. A lot of it. So I said this to the team when we did our first post-launch meeting, was like a lot of what ends up in the production pipeline is going to depend on what someone on the team is super passionate about and is willing to take the lead on, because I can only be leading like where I'm doing the development work one thing at a time. Like it takes, and I have to be focused on it. And like, for example, like when I'm ready to focus on HQ 3.0, that's going to just be my obsession for a month or two in order to like really get my head in the right space and be focused on the dev work and not spread myself thin. And so like something like robot stuff, if we had somebody on the team who wanted to make it their passion for a month or two, we could do some damage. We could do some really cool stuff. All right, now we got that quest, and I think it takes us pretty far out there. Yeah, it's way down there, so we're not going to do that one for a while. That's just going to sit in our log. Let's keep going to Starfield. Or Starfield, Starlight. Oh, look what's on my brain. Let's keep going to Starlight. But yeah, I'm so glad that who was it? Which one of you guys showed me that patch? Because that is why. So I remember one of our streams. One of you guys showed me the patch that fixes Codsworth and Valentine, and now we've got it right in Fallout 4 or in Workshop Framework. I'm glad that's finally fixed, because I thought you guys were crazy when you were making all those bug reports about Codsworth. I was like, I don't know, we did nothing to, we didn't touch him, but it turns out Codsworth was just broken in the base game. Dan writes, my main issue is that even away from my settlements, it's crashing like Concord and locations nearby, making it hard to continue the main quest. I even bricked my save while at Concord. So I've heard a lot of, there's a lot of reports about Concord. I think one of the things I'm going to end up doing on while playing in this playthrough is probably setting up an option to... Actually, you know what? You're making me think, let's do this right now before we get in too deep and it's too late. I'm going to disable world repop. That might help with the Concord issue. And if that's the case, if this prevents me from crashing here, we'll know that we need to go in and change the default setting. Because one of the things we do is certain settings we default to on or off on PC versus Xbox. And I did a really light, but there's very few that do that right now. Almost everything just matches your profile settings. But we can put more effort into that, of being like, all right, let's do... Come back here. Let's do like a dedicated set of settings for Xbox that do not change without the player like manually changing them and then confirming it. You know what I mean? Like there will be, like, let's say we just know that world repop is too much for Xbox. It's way too much. They can't have it. Then we can make it so that it can't be turned on Xbox unless the player like explicitly presses the option and then does a confirmation that's like, this is known to be unstable on Xbox. Are you sure you want to enable it? Something like that, so that people don't accidentally enable it or end up with it enabled because they chose one of the profiles. Like, we want to get it to a point where the out-of-the-box settings for SS2 work on Xbox. That's one of the reasons I'm doing the stream. I wanna find that stuff. Find out what are the systems that are just no good on Xbox that we need to just prevent people from using in the first place. Nice shot, Piper. Oof. There we go. I guess I could take some rat away here. Oh, a little more Nuka-Cola needed. Alright. I got buff out, but no crash logs. That's not good. So the crash log, I don't know the exact, have you checked the full path? I don't remember what it is. It's something like My Games Fallout 4 F4SE, I think. Do you have anything in there? And I can scrap these barrels, right, to get rid of the rads around here. Oh my god, plus 42. Holy cow. Is that all of them? Did we get them all? There we go. All right, now it's a little safer. Now I'm gonna need more right away. All right, let's see what our resource situation's like for a beacon. Hey, we got enough. Cool. And I always like to put it in the same spot. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We got a copyright strike below us. No, 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 no. And this one's really dangerous because of that. Missed me. I think there's another grenade in here too, isn't there? Isn't there like a bottle cap mine? Oh, I think I heard it pop earlier. I think Piper triggered it. Hey, there we go. Okay. Someone commented it, my Gogofu was fastest. Canuck. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for finding that. It's nice to have that kind of thing fixed because it was nice because it was an easy fix to put into Workshop Framework without any vanilla edits. I actually came up with a for the 3.01 patch and also whatever patch we're on for Workshop Framework. We're on a weird number for Workshop Framework. It's like 2.3.13 or something like that. For the next one, actually, I patting myself on the back for being clever here. I came up with what I think is a cool way to do some vanilla edits in a way that they can be either easily patched out. Is I've got a system set up where we like spawn these little or we place these objects that have some edits I want to do in a holding cell, and that way people can patch them out without our edits being impacted. It's so it's like script based, so it should be fine for most people, but if somebody doesn't like it, they can get rid of them. And I'm using that to protect the castle stuff. So there's the castle, what do you call that thing in the middle? The like the radio receiver thing you have to power up, and then the artillery plans, because so many layouts and city plans break those, including the ones included with SS2. So time to solve. Finally, think I found a way to solve that once and for all. Those kind of fixes feel really good in Workshop Framework. All right, back to Preston. We still haven't triggered. Oh yeah, West Everest. That's right. We need to do that for sure. All right, do we want to talk? I kind of want to talk to Preston because if he sends me to 10 Pines, that's kind of in that general direction. So let's keep doing that. Also, one of these fast travels, we're going to pop Jake's next quest. Yeah, low settings default for console version. They should be locked. Yeah, and I think that's the issue. I think they're not locked. I think it's basically when you first load Xbox with SS2, it loads up the default versions, and then as soon as you run the holotape tool and you get the options wizard, then I think it overrides a lot of those Xbox things, and that's just an oversight. Because we have basically no one on the dev team who plays Xbox main, for obvious reasons. Did I hear a roof Brahmin, or is he in the building? Oh, there he is. I'm very curious to see what the nav mesh system looks like in Starfield. Like, are we gonna have roof cows in that game too?
At least it's not raining.
Thanks for those words of wisdom, Preston.
I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call, as usual, we've got to show people the Minuteman can really help them.
Hey.
General? Yeah? Hey.
Say the line. Oh, talk to the settlers of Sanctuary Hills. Uh-oh. Did old Paul get kidnapped? I wonder if I don't know. I actually don't know if they can capture our named NPCs. I've never had this happen before. Alright, who do I need to talk to? Who's the spokesperson? Do you know what's up? Okay, maybe I have a quest marker. I gotta talk to a certain person. Let's see.
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my friend.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hope it's a cow. Please tell me it's a Brahmin.
It's okay.
They said they...
No, we're gonna go get her back.
Don't worry.
You're not getting my caps. Those are further on.
For help, but just bring her back safe.
Okay. Jagger, do you reckon Bethesda will add more gigabytes for mods in their big update after Starfield Fallout 4? Like Series X can definitely handle it. If so, I hope so. Like there's a community forum where they're saying that it's probably not going to happen, but hoping that there's been enough like feedback from Xbox players, like please give us more space, that maybe they'll change their tune on that. Okay. So I think now we're going to fast travel to the museum and see if that triggers Jake, because there's been a lot of time passed, and if not, we'll jump again over to Starlight and hoof it over to West Everett. I think that's our next play here. But yeah, I see a lot of you guys comment on my Xbox stuff. Yeah, I think you know, locking it down to like a very strict list of settings will be a huge help, especially for all you guys who are troopers on the forums and try and help folks. I'm sure you guys feel really bad for all the Xbox players that you can't really help, which is such a bummer. It'd have been awesome if we got tools to like connect our Xboxes to a PC or something and view the debug logs or something. Would have been nice. Okay, no Jake quest, so let's go to Starlight and head east. I was about to say head west, but ironically, West Everett Estates is east. Sheppy got a settlement radiant quest from a dog the other day. Somebody said there's a lot of reports now, and I'm sure it's something we did in the 3.0 changes, that dog meat in some circumstances can end up assigned as a satellite, like to plots. So I'm guessing something we did screwed that up. Do we just got just a pile of corpses over? Oh, Pikmin's calling card. All right. Thanks, Pikmin. Hooking us up with all that sweet loot. Blade Killer would be nice if they increased the mod space for Xbox, and hopefully they would get the full experience of SS2. I think even with the more mod space, I think like what we've been talking about is that Xbox, at least especially these older versions, and even Series X, I think not only do we need more mod space, they have to have some of these fundamental bugs fixed, like the power grid crash especially. That one is so brutal. You know, some of the other ones, it will just be like certain systems will have to disable. I really think that there's a good chance that World Repop in Concord is the problem, because you can just get just a crazy number of NPCs, and Xbox does not do well with a mass like this. Like one of the problems we knew we were going to run into, and I didn't really have a solution for, was that for the war system, we're going to run into we're going to hit the cap of number of NPCs in an area at any given time. Now on PC, when you hit that, the game will just basically like ignore some of them, right? There'll be some number of NPCs that will just stand there, and that's fine. But I think Xbox does not do that. I think Xbox chokes when we hit the up to the max. So I imagine even when we get you guys past Chapter 2 issues, we're going to run into Chapter 3 issues. Then it's going to be, okay, now the battles, especially like those of you guys who played through Chapter 3, you know like how intense we take some of the battles toward the end. That it's going to be a case of that's going to be the new choke point. So we'll figure it out. Although ultimately, I think I'm secretly banking on the fact that on a long enough timeline, everybody's PC will be able to play Fallout 4. So then you guys on Xbox can just like take your basic home PC or homework computer or janky cheap laptop and still run Fallout 4 and play SS2 on that. Because I don't think we're ever going to get to a perfect. 100% we're not going to get to a perfect experience on an old Xbox. There's just no way. I think if Bethesda will fix a couple of the bugs that we've reported in high detail, the ones we've given the big ones that we've given them all the steps they need to reproduce and given them code from the community on how to fix it. If they can fix those, I think the Xbox Series, especially the Series X, will be able to run most of the mechanics that SS2 offers. I've only noticed 4 NPCs at Concord when I crash. Interesting. Well, because I mean, hopefully I run into it. I hope I hit all the crashes you guys do. Because the nice thing about that is it'll give me stuff I can test quickly, because I'll have my own save to load, right? Like if I, imagine I was going to try and fix your guys' crashes, it would be like, all right, I make a change, upload a new version, wait for you guys to download it, and then for you to get back to me, with asynchronous communication of like, I'm sending you a message, and then I gotta wait for you to get back to me. It'll take weeks to just test a minor couple of changes. So if I can do it myself, it'll still take hours because of the upload speed, but it's easy for me to pop in quickly and test like, okay, this didn't crash, next.
I'll take a look. Sure.
What you see is what you get.
Hopefully it'll turn out to just be some like weird thing we did with the Conquered items. You know, if it turns out that it's just like, oh, we used some combination in a static collection of items in Conquered that works fine on PC but chokes on Xbox. Hopefully it's something like that, because that's an easy fix. And then you won't have to lose any features. And if it's something we can't find, maybe it'll be like, all right, well, let's just set the Conquered construction, because, you know, Conquered's got multiple parts to it. It's got the character quests. It's got the fact that there's a lot of world repop doors, and then it's also got the fact that they build defenses there, and like maybe it's the defenses. Maybe there's something funky in there. We can just have you guys put an option in the holotape, or make it a system that doesn't enable on Xbox altogether. Yeah, I don't want any of this stuff. Sorry, Lucas, you're not very helpful. All right, how close are we? We're pretty close. Oh yeah, this is the blood. These blood bugs are such a pain. I think I'm better off going to Tappington and swimming across the river. Neon. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I gotta be careful about sprinting. It's dangerous on Xbox. Neon Seas, I have no idea if this was a SS2 or base game bug. I don't have other settler affecting mods. But I had an incident where a Brahmin instead of a settler was accusing someone of being a synth. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm pretty sure that all that stuff can happen in the base game. Where Brahmins get assigned to get picked up. Oh my god, hit a landmine. I'm pretty sure the Brahmin getting caught up in the. Uh-oh. You're not prepared for my jet wrath. Blood bugs, the secret bosses. Fallout 4. But yeah, the Brahmin getting caught up in the Radiant, and then like the Miniman Radiant style quests, that's a vanilla issue. Should be fixable. But that's unofficial workshop, or unofficial patch territory to fix, because it requires editing base game records. It's not just script issues. It's like the way those quests are set up is just wrong. Go away. Ugh. Yeah, get him, Piper. This is you. I got chat to talk to. What do you think the next gen upgrade will mean for SS2? I mean, I'm hoping it means core bug fixes. That's all I want to see. I want to see them fix the power grid bug. I want to see them fix the interior nav mesh bug. So I'm hoping it means all positive things. There's a chance. There's a very real chance that they end up fixing something that we're banking on. You know what I mean? Like something that is from their perspective is a bug, but from our perspective is like, oh wow, I can't believe this works. And then we like built a whole system on it. I'm hoping that nothing like that happens. Though I'm also, this is hubris, but I would like to think we've got enough of a reputation, and I have enough people I can contact there that if there was such a thing where it was like, hey, this thing you fixed makes it impossible for this core system to work, can we undo that fix? That I might be able to convince somebody, or come up with like, hey, in order to restore the system, I need a function that does this. You think that could be arranged? Like I think that's reasonable. I don't think that that's out of the question anymore, based on conversations I've had with people. So hopefully that just doesn't happen, but because it wouldn't be an easy thing to convince them to do, but it doesn't feel like crazy town to suggest that any longer. Whereas when I started some settlements, that would have been like, yeah, right. Okay, hunting rifle. That seems like a good item to have hot fixed in case I run out of my 10mm again, which, oh yeah, we're basically out. Not shocked how dated the Series X is already at this point. I don't know. It's hard to go back to console games for me. The occasion I'll play Nintendo exclusive, but that's it. Yeah, I mean, I gave up on with the Series. I gave up on Xbox. I used to buy every new one, and I am done with that. Does not seem worth it. I feel like the console wars should end. Everyone should just play on whatever device they want. We should go to the. We should skip ahead to the phone equivalent, where it's basically you choose your flavor. Do you want to play on an Apple device or an Android device, but you have access to the same software? Okay, another settlement in the bag that we have no need for, but we'll take. All right, let's save before we get pulled back into Bloodbug hell again. And I'm gonna save over a save because I know you only get so many save files on here. Let's find one that we're not gonna use again. Yeah, we're not gonna roll back to that one. If you stick far left of the road and run across the bugs, they won't aggro on you. Isn't there? But if I go that far, that white building's full of super mutants, right? So it's kind of like I'm dealing with something. But if I come over here, I can just take a few rads and not have to deal with them at all. Yeah, the rebuilt on CK2. Yeah, the dream would be for the update. Which we just know this isn't happening. Like we've heard enough in some of the public channels from Bethesda that this is not the case. But it'd be awesome if the Fallout 4 update was as cool as the special edition one was. Like the special edition upgrade for Skyrim was insane. Like they basically got all the upgrades that the Fallout 4 engine brought. They didn't get the features, but they got the engine improvements. It would be crazy if we got that level of improvement to Fallout 4. Mr. Worldwide over here. I don't know what that's in reference to. I'm out of touch. Alright, off to see some super mutant friends. This is a thing I need to get. This has got to get on my polish list soon. So the original, I think I've told this story before, but the original intention of this whole thing was if you befriend Sickle, that all the super mutants at West Everett's would become your friends, and we never rigged that up because I didn't understand that was the intention when I first. Oh no! Good thing we just saved. The intention was to set them up as a little friendly area. It's not easy to do, unfortunately, because they don't have a separate faction. They're just in the super mutants. So it's actually a difficult problem to solve. It's probably why it hasn't been done yet. Usually the low-hanging fruit we end up picking off here and there in patches. Nick Carter, you never seem to play with Kate as companion. The only companion I like playing with is Dogmeat. I only took Piper because I was trying to test out the bug you guys were talking about with companions getting stuck, and I figured it out, so I don't need her anymore, but I just haven't remembered to grab Dogmeat. Cannot commit it a habit to zoom out to third person for hard saves. Easier to ID. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because then you can see like what loot your character's got and everything, and it'll remind you where you're at. That's not a bad idea. Alright. I don't know why I got wrecked by a mutant hound. What? Oh, wait, isn't there a... Yep, there's a... Oh, man. That ammo.
come closer, I crush you and feed you to dogs.
Easy now. I don't want any trouble.
Come any closer, and Scout smash you. Go away. That sound, what is it? Go away, bleeder.
Quiet, Hammer. I talk for us. This super mutant land human. Sickle leaves
Yeah, in fact, there's a hammer
Fight.
that's in the main part. Like, I think he's the boss of the area, and it's supposed to be that same NPC. Did not know that at all when I set this up, and just haven't revisited it since.
Just looking for something.
Like, after we fixed all the bugs in the initial launch of SS2, never came back here and messed with this stuff. But now we have incentive to, because we have
Sickle seed.
made them a part of Chapter 3.
Human wants Ace and Blinkies.
Just give me what I came for.
You want Ace and Blinkies? You trade, human. You do work for Sickle. Maybe give you some.
Okay, I'll help you.
Sickle's tummy hurt.
Sickle's tummy hurt. Alright, let's see here. Oh, no, wrong tab. There we go. Alright. I'm actually surprised we haven't popped the next quest for Jake yet. Just with all this bouncing around everywhere. Alright, let's see. Oh, we started combat. Can't fast travel with enemies nearby. Alright, so where's our next target here? I guess, yep, I guess it is Find Nail, because we can fast travel right over next to him. After we try not to die to the Hound again. Oh god. Nope, 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 nope. Piper! Take care of it.
Be in your shoes.
There we go. Way to tank. Like a good companion. Yeah, we'll take some bags of cement. We're about to fast travel to Grey Garden. We can dump off all our junk. Alright. Actually, we don't have this. We don't have control of Grey Garden yet. I guess I can't dump my junk. Yeah, I need to do the Minutemen kidnap quest still, but that's like I don't did I get to far? I don't remember if I touched Hangman's Alley when I went to Diamond City. I'll have to check that. Oh, there's Jake. Okay,
Hey there, Slick. How you doing?
I'm on my way to help your boy Sickle.
Don't bother answering that. I can't hear you through your pip boy. Also, this is pre-recorded. I got some news on the comm hub. After a little tinkering, a few replaced parts, and a whole lot of cursing. I've still not been able to turn it on. Not exactly the best news, I know. But as it turns out, too many of its parts are degraded beyond use. However, here's some good news. An acquaintance of mine did some information digging. Made a little discovery. Turns out...
Sweet, managed to get out of there without aggro on the Yagway.
Second comm hub in better condition. This message should trigger a marker update on your Pip-Boy's map. I'll be waiting for you there by the time you hear this.
This has been a pre-recorded message.
Alright. Alright, but first let's go turn in the nail thing. West Everett. Lightspeed Victory. What's to stop a player who's brand new to SS not from attacking those super mutants immediately out of habit instead of just talk to them? Well, they're marked. The ones down below are marked friendly, and they're not connected to the ones up top. So if you start killing the ones up top, it's fine. The one down below, if you start shooting friendly flagged NPCs, well, that's on you. It's not mandatory though. It's optional content in SS2, so it doesn't brick you. We do make sure that any NPCs that are required to complete our main quest line are flagged essential, so you can't kill them by accident. Any of the NPCs, like I think it's very few that you can actually kill. Like I think it's I think you can kill CPD and NLTC. And like most of our custom settlers, but like otherwise the Nightingales are all mandatory. All the characters, all the are essential. The characters that are involved with the main quest line off of Jake, those are all marked essential, or they're supposed to be. If you're ever able to accidentally kill like Teresa or something, that's not fine. That's not intentional.
Huh? Back with no nail? What? Did he make his own tribe? Ha! He think he killed Sickle?
I found his body. He's dead.
Hammer not be happy. He Sam's maybe not lucky. Hammer! Nail dead! Brother! No! Nail was stupid. Hammer is stupid. Sickle not surprised. What you say? But Nail weak like stupid Hammer. You killed my brother! Sickle best super mutant, smartest super mutant, strongest super mutant. Human can take Hammer's old job. Human make good super mutant. Tiny, but good.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
Human have tiny body, but human have super mutant heart. Human welcome here. What more Asam Blinkies? You come talk with Sickle again, human.
I'll see if I still got that chalk on me from Starlight.
Human gives Sickle chalk. Human gives chalk. Sickle gives Asam Blinkies.
Sure. Here you go.
Yes, I still had it.
Human gives Sickle chalk. Human gives chalk. Sickle gives Asam Blinkies.
What do you need it for?
Come close, human. Sickle tell human secret. Food here makes Sickle feel bad. But Sickle eat chalk makes Sickle feel good again. Don't tell others. Don't want them laughing.
I love Sickle. Let's see here. All right, I think that's all we need to do here. Let's head on up. Jerry Cook would adding in custom super mutant faction greatly mess with the game. No, and we have one. It's just that we choose not to edit vanilla records. So in order to add the vanilla ones to the faction would require us to make an edit. So I've been long considering making like an optional patch file for SS2 that does these kind of things. It's just like, hey, here's a file that lets us where we let ourselves make vanilla edits to fix some weird quirks. And that would be a good candidate for a mod like that. All right, let's head. Well, first let's head to Sanctuary. We'll dump off our stuff because I forgot to, and then we'll go to Jake. You can add junk to an unaligned mod bench, and then it gets added when you get control. Ah, okay. Did not realize that. I didn't even know you could open those. I thought when you activate them, you couldn't access the container. Good to know. Sheppy, you can kill Stodge when you first meet that group. Yeah, you should be able to kill Stodge, but you should not be able to kill Hubert and Teresa, and those two are the ones that are required to complete that quest and the rest. We have optional lines through our quest line to handle if Stodge is dead. Because he was in, like, you can kill him right in the middle of the quest conversation. There's an avenue to do that. And actually I just remembered something. I have a holotape I wanted to listen to see if it's working on here. I think it's this one.
To be frank, Dr. Magnuson, we're all rather relieved to have you here.
Oh no, that one we knew was working. There's another one that we added that was broken, and I think I fixed it, and I need to check. Okay, let's check our inventory here. Oh wait, Carla, come here.
So what's your story? Looking to trade?
Yes.
Rob me? Or just ask directions?
Oh, I never even had the initial conversation with her. Nope. Barter.
Let's see what you've got.
Oh, I have a little bit of everything.
All right, what do you got for me? 10mm ammo? Do we have 10mm ammo? I think I just saw it and I passed it. 10mm. Yes, please. Ooh, that's expensive. All right, what can we give her? Oh, it's because I think I'm on 1 charisma. My costs are going to be abysmal. All right, let's give you all of that. That seems like a fair trade. Ta-da! I don't want to. I'm not going to waste your guys' time in bartering today. Another day we will. Cyto 404. Will all Chapter 3 allies get their units in the future, or some won't? I think like it depends. For the most part, like our plan with one of the first patches, like 302 or 303, is we're going to go through all of the ally conversations and make sure that we're paying off all of the promises they make you. So like all the different factions will be like, we'll make sure you have such and such a unit made available, and then nothing happens. So we'll add in all the necessary unlocks for that. We actually went through and created all the faction records. They just have a lot of work left to do on them. So like there was a lot of stuff we discovered during testing where it was like, okay, well, this isn't working how it should, and we need time to clean that up. And it was just like we were at a point in development where it was like, okay, well, I'm going to get it working like bare minimum, and then I got to focus on quest-related stuff, and then we'll circle back to this, and then the circle back, we just never had time in order to get it out on time. Because it was, you know, I've been talking about this for over a year that we were going to get Chapter 3 in your guys' hands in time to play it before Starfield came out, so that if some of you were just retiring for all 4, you would get to complete the story. So a lot of the system stuff kind of had to get cut short, and that was one of the things, was getting the units all fixed up. So during it, we discovered a lot of bugs with the system we needed to sort out, and then we found a lot of things where it was like, okay, this just needs to be configured differently. Like there's, for every one of those units, there's a lot of records behind it, and some of them we didn't figure out fully how to configure until toward the end, and then there's just no time to go through and touch them all. So we decided it would just become a one big patch to sort all that out. Well, I guess I decided, because I was trying to juggle my programming time. Where is Jake? Oh, that's right, the amphitheater. It's like I've played this mod before. Okay, let's go to DC. We can buy some stuff. We'll grab the settlers on the way, and then we'll head up there. All right. Yeah, Chevy says Sickles VA is 10 out of 10. We actually had to replace Sickles VA, but I think Ben Django, who replaced the original voice actor, I'm going to butcher his name, so I'm going to bring it up. I want to give credit where it's due here. Give me a second to bring it up. It's James, I want to say McLaughlin, but I will find out for certain for you guys. Sorry, I'm leaning over to go to the credits and find it. Sim Settlements 2.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
Where are you, Sickle? Yeah, James McLaughlin did originally, and then he got replaced by Ben. Is it Ben? Now I'm gonna butcher his. Ben Jago or Ben Django? I don't know which one he goes by. I always just call him Ben. Let's see here. I know some other characters he voiced I can find. Oh, he just goes by his real name on our credits, Ben Johnson. And he revoiced Sickle, and I think he did a really good job of it, keeping pretty close to the original performance, but he's got better sound equipment, basically, so we were able to get a cleaner recording. All right, let's do some purchasing here.
Need some custom hardware?
No, just need ammo.
Got me mistaken for someone else.
Mistaken?
I'll take a look, sure.
Something for everyone.
Magazine log number 5 has no audio. Is that still the case, or is that just when you last checked? I thought we had that fixed. I remember there were a few magazine logs that were problematic, and I went through and tried to fix them all. More 10mm. What do I have for you? You can have some mines, some knuckles, a pipe wrench. I guess an extra shotgun. Can I have this tire? Wait, do we have multiple 10mm here? Tactile calibrated, and then I'm just using a generic one? What's wrong with me? So this one does 26 fire rate, 46. What is the difference between these? Is there better range? No, they look like the range is the same. Accuracy's better. Got it. Okay, well, we should definitely switch. Alright, now you guys get to deal with me doing this, because I just need to. I need that 10mm. And I am broke. Alright, Psycho I'm not going to use. I don't know why I keep collecting meat. I'm not going to use any of that. Have some vodka. Have some Mentats. Have some Med-X. You cannot have my jet. There we go. 29 caps. That's fair. You can have that. Okay. And now we need to walk from here, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going to head outside and we'll walk on over to Hangman's. Does the medic loadout the quest makes actually do anything? No. It should put a new outfit on. But yeah, it's faked right now. I actually in the 3.01a beta, the stim pack, I got stim packs working on soldiers, and so that was the first step we needed to solve to make it so that medics can do that. So that is on the agenda though. Yeah, I want to have medics actually run around and do that for you. One through 4 works, but no 5. All right, let me put that all on and get a notepad. I am shocked we have. Well, I guess we haven't been playing SS2 so far. We've been 2 hours just doing vanilla content. All right, maglog 5 is missing audio. But yeah, at least for now, you'll be able to play medic yourself. I actually have always thought it'd be really awesome in the Conqueror gameplay loop is if you wanted to play medic yourself and let your soldiers do the fighting, that could be a role you could play. So the first step, getting stim backing working. Excuse me. Next step will be getting fellow medics working, and also I think I want to set it up so that, and you actually might be able to already. Does anybody know what happens if you shoot a stim pack with the syringer at one of your own people? Does it heal them? I'm guessing it does. I think Fest tested that for us and he said it works. But my bet would be it would only work on non-downed soldiers, and I want to make it work for downed soldiers too. Because the goal there is like, okay, if you can keep all your people up, then they won't suffer injuries at the end of the assault. Then they would, because the way the assault system works is it gives an injury only to people who were in a downed state. Everybody else does not get the like long-term injury. Oh, he's got 10mm. We're talking. Although now I'm kind of committed to using up all this ammo I got. All right, let's make sure I hotkey that correct weapon. There we go. Oh, I see your little trap here. Oh, I need another. Nope, wrong screen. Aid right away. Oh wow, why is he a skull? Oh, a combat shotgun. What? How are we finding this stuff already? Are we high enough level for this already? Submachine. What is going on here? Why are we getting all... We must have hit a new threshold for the leveled lists. We're getting all sorts of better gear all of a sudden. Explosives. Yes, please.
Yes.
Where's the one you killed? And this looks like a trap. Isn't that usually a grenade bouquet whenever you find those? The bathroom scales? Oh no, that's just one of these. Alright. Well, this is not the way we want to go anyway. Alright, now here's a question. Is a submachine gun considered... does that work with the pistol thing we got? No, that's clearly not. That's not the kind of stuff. I'm thinking like an Uzi type of thing. What does our perk do? It's just one-handed weapons, right? 41% damage. Non-automatic pistols. What qualifies as a pistol? Does it have to have pistol in the name? How does it work? Is it weapons you could hold in one hand? What's the deal? I always felt like that was kind of unclear with the, like, I like that the new perks in Fallout 4 versus the older Fallouts are not divided by a damage type. It's nice to be able to have one perk that does, you know, you can use energy and ballistic weapons, but I always felt it was unclear about which ones were impacted by rifle and which ones were impacted by pistol. Sometimes it's obvious, but not always. Oh, hey, bud. Oh. Nick Carter, the new MCM option in the beta to turn off auto-saving during assaults is highly appreciated. Yeah, that was one I should have put in from the get-go, and it's funny because the auto-save in there was actually like a holdover from Conqueror that we really don't need anymore. It was just like, it doesn't hurt anything, but I forget that sometimes saving, for some people, saving takes forever, or in some cases it even can trigger crashes for folks, or like lockups. So yeah, saving automatically not great. And then I think for survival, when you do a script-based save, I think it bypasses the survival requirement of you need to sleep, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it was but in Conqueror, the reason we did that is for two reasons. One, and this is the argument I would have to keep the setting in SS2. One reason was because your soldiers would die. So you could just have really bad luck and lose everybody and get pissed. And so it would be nice to have a rollback. But the other reason is if you're dealing with crashes, like the settlement that you decide to attack is, it has a power grid corruption or something, and then gives you a way to roll back and just choose not to follow through on doing that assault. Oh, Stranger doesn't let you put stim packs or equivalent in. Okay, so we would have to like create some sort of mechanism to do that, either our own version of the Syringer or an alternate version of the stim pack, something janky. So we'll have to think of a solution for that. And I think that might have been what Fest was doing when he was testing, created an alternate version of the... Oh, we got some oil slick. I think that might have been what and Fest, what I'm talking about, is one of the guys on our team who does a lot of stuff, who did a lot of the stuff with the unit things. He also did a lot of HQ design and a lot of outfit work. But he had been testing with the what do you call it, the medic unit, and he figured out this, if he makes like a version of the Syringer, with, or not the Syringer, of the stim pack, if he made an alternate version of it, was able to get it to work with the Syringer. Something like that. It's been a while since we had that conversation. Alright, I guess we're upgrading to some metal gear. Are we sacrificing... Oh, that's a pretty significant jump. I'll take it. Sorry, Pocketed. You gotta go. Oops. No, not the one that... Wrong one. Hold on. I lost some gear. I lost some leg armor. Was that the one I want to keep? Yeah, there we go.
Come back! I was having fun. Only a fucking coward hides.
No sign of him now. Hey, let's go in.
Oh, is this where our guy is behind that door there? Alright, that's where our Brahmin's going to be, I hope. I hope it's a Brahmin or Old Paul.
Still alive, ain't ya?
I don't think it's going to be Old Paul. I'm pretty sure I saw him the last time we were at Sanctuary.
Enough yapping already. What the fuck was that?
Alright, where is everybody? Where are you guys? Oh, I didn't know I had this perk. Oh, was this ranked to a demolition that gave me this? Hello.
Did you hear that?
Oh, the worst sound effect in Fallout 4. Oh man, that was quite the hit. Did we get all of them? We just cleared the whole building? One grenade? I guess that's plus 40% damage at work. This feels like a place there'd be a magazine. Yep.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah, she was right. Lock tight.
Alright, where's the key? There's always a key. Did I miss it on one of the guys? Or is it on one of the ones that I can hear talking? The pistol damage works for any semi-auto gun or one-handed firearms. Okay. Move, Piper, move. Is C. Dante's mod that lets you throw, like, launch people available on Xbox? I've always been wanting to add that mod to my load orders. Oscar Fry, I have a question about the salvage beacons. Do they loot everything in the cell or just the stuff in the cell trunk? Just the stuff that you put in the trunk. Though I've since figured out how to do the opposite way, like a full clear loot. I just haven't implemented it, but I know how to do it now. It's been on my like backlog of things like, oh, one day I should go back and add that because that would be nice. Maybe I'll make it a HQ project upgrade. Tie the whole thing together. Move. Oh.
Shit. Lost him.
Do you have a master key for me? No?
Don't think I can pick this.
No, everything's advanced. Alright, we're not messing with that stuff. Gamma rounds, don't see those very often. I'll take a fan, thank you. Okay, where's our guy? Or where's our Brahmin, I hope. That must be over here.
That's it.
Oh, just normal settler.
You've got to help me.
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh my god. Thank you. Let's go.
You go ahead. You're on your own. I thought this was the game where you could give people... That must be the other Fallout games. Don't you usually, when you rescue a hostage, you have the option to like, give them a weapon? Or was that a New Vegas or Fallout 3 thing I'm remembering? D29, is there a way to get the resources for the HQ without being settlements? Every time I build up 4 or 5 settlements spaced out from each other, it still results in crashes later in the game. Are you on Xbox or PC? But I mean, you could technically do one settlement and just jack it up with production and get it all to HQ. Or you can donate it all yourself too. If you want to get real crazy, that would be very difficult. The costs in HQ are nutty. Because we knew that it's so easy to get mass production going in your settlements. Alright, we are headed the opposite direction. We're going to go this way along the river. Juju, now that everything is out, do you think you guys might add some content for SS2 for New World or Far Harbor? No. Mostly for well, for technical reasons and because like that's the only thing we've talked about doing is like, well, one thing I will do for sure, and that's fix the incompatibilities with Nuke World the same way I did with Conqueror. Although hopefully I can do a better job. I think with Conqueror there's still some funky stuff with Nuke World, but now I know so much more about the game I can probably solve those problems. So hopefully, or we'll definitely get a patch to make the Nuke World stuff work more seamlessly with Conqueror mechanics in SS2. We've talked about doing something with the Children of Adam, but not like a quest line, but more like, you know, if you finish their quest line, doing... Oh God. Where was our last save? Forget I'm not immune to explosions. This is the second time now. Death by explosion. We've been talking about doing something like the ally thing with if you've done the Children of Adam quests, to where you'd get an envoy from them. It'd be very difficult though, because we'd be limited to dialogue spoken by the vanilla Children of Adam, which obviously there's not very much. So we'd probably have to do the same thing we did with some of the other factions, where we have like a made-up representative character to do most of the speaking. So that might be what we do. As far as Far Harbor stuff, I guess in theory we could do the same thing with the Nuka World gangs, of like do the envoys thing, and that will be our connecting point. The problem is that we can't do any payoffs. Oh my God, this far back? Are you kidding me? We never got an autosave during all that? Oof. That is painful. That is painful. Man, I'm spoiled by PC. I'm so used to getting pretty consistent autosaves whenever I'm messing around with my pit point. Oh, that's like an hour we just lost. Maybe not. That's probably exaggerating. Feels like an hour. Piper can hack for you. That's good to know. I cannot believe we never got an autosave during all that. Alright, well, I guess we can solve... Alright, let's at least hotkey this guy. Nick Carter, I see more rain in HQ's Chapter 3, no issue. No, I mean, the HQ shares the weather with the cell that GNN's in, because it's meant to look like you're really there, and that region of the game has a really strong, high chance of rain. That could be something somebody could mod out if it's annoying. You could just mod that region of the game to have different weather combinations.
Easy now. I don't want any trouble.
Come any closer? That sound, what is it? Go away, bleeder. Quiet, Hammer.
Jameson Peterman, members of the collective modding community Discord, and I have been trying to track down a big issue facing with immersive animation framework and NAC-X. Do you know anyone with expertise in the community to help us resolve a weird issue with animations not playing while NAC-X rain weather is happening? Well, I've had luck with, so I've put out 2 bounties. You could try that. That has helped. If you put out just circulate in the community, raise some funds to get a bounty out there. That'll draw the attention of some people who know how to do this stuff. Like there's the guys who know how to do like Nukem and Ryan, who does the buff out. Like those guys can solve anything because they'll look at it at the bytecode level, like while the game's running, and they can find the problems. But you gotta save up some pennies for that. So you could hit the community up, take donations, hey, like a little mini GoFundMe to try and raise money for a bounty.
Just looking for something.
But no, I don't know anybody that would know how to deal with either of those.
What do you know about?
Can't get Hubert back to the children episode. Oh, that's a good point, Kez. That's a good point. I forgot he's part of them. We could probably get that voice actor back. I totally forgot he's part of the children. Yeah, that would actually be a really funny route too.
Okay.
Have him show up with like some Far Harbor zealots on his side. Yeah, I'll have to remember to pitch that to Sir Rick. Yeah, I think Nuka World Gang's helping the you know, and like all the factions in the that are available in the vanilla game and the DLCs would be cool. It's difficult though because everything has to be done by script, so we cannot require anything directly from those. We have to be able to load it via script, which just makes it take a lot longer. Like we can't just like drop NPCs into the game world or anything. So it's just a lot more work to do anything with those DLC, which is why it's like in the bottom of our list of priorities. There's quite a few things we haven't done that we could do just with the base game and Automatron that we would probably do before we touch that. Like Mechanist is a big one I would like to pursue before we do anything with Far Harbor or Nuka World, because we're actually parented to Automatron, so we should take advantage of that.
Don't bother answering that. I can't hear you through your pip, boy. Also, this is pre-recorded. I got some news on the comm hub. After a little tinkering, a few
Yeah.
parts, and a whole lot of cursing, I've still not been able to turn it.
Grenade for you, yearling.
News, I know. But as it turns out, too many of its parts are degraded beyond use. However, here's some good news. Acquaintance of mine did some information.
Give me your XP.
A little discovery. Turns out, there's a building in downtown Boston where we may find a second comm hub in better condition. This message should trigger a marker update in your Pit Boys map. I'll be waiting for you there by the time you hear this.
This has been a pre-recorded message.
Riley Fisk. That's why I have the habit of periodically doing a quick save. Yeah, I should get into that habit. I'm so used on PC. Most of the time when I'm playing, I have God mode on. Like not when I'm usually when I'm streaming, not, but just generally playing. So just saving just rarely ever occurs to me. But yeah, let's get into that habit. Quick saving, hanging. Please don't crash game. Quantum Ally System is one of my favorite features. Feels like it's good to feel like your friends are actually helping. Children are the only current addition on the list, or no? Oh no, there's quite a few on the list we want to add eventually. Quite a few. But yeah, we need a payoff to the ally system. Right now, the ally system, it feels really cool in flavor, but it's, you know, it doesn't do anything other than, well, it does something for the for the last couple of quests in chapter 3, but we want more payoff than that. One of the things we started, so I sat down with Sagittarius, who does most of our quest implementation for chapters 2 and 3, and we figured out how to systemize the Battle of Quincy so other mods can inject to it. And I have all the notes so I can do the code changes, and that's gonna be one of my projects for September. So that way, I really would love to see if we could convince some of the authors who have factions like maybe Pignus with his mods, Monkey with FSD. Like some of those groups would be awesome to have as options for the battle. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to go. So we need to go back to turn this in. I'm trying to remember all the things we have to do that we lost progress on. James Peterman, I've offered to pay for the fix, but now I have to offer the bounty. So I put out my bounties for $1,000. I feel like that's enough money to get anybody off their butt. But yeah, it's very expensive. It's because it needs to be enough money to like make somebody excited for a weekend of work. So you could probably get away with less than that. 1,000 is probably too much, but I was like, how do I get these fixed right now? Because they were threatening everybody to quit the mod because it was like the 2 bugs we had were brutal. So I wanted it fixed fast, so I went high. I think 500 is probably enough to get most coders excited enough to be like, I could knock that out in a weekend, like in a day on the weekend, and take the money and buy myself a PC upgrade or something. Just got to be enough to, it's got to be enough to where it's worth people blowing their free time on. Think about what would excite you. I don't know what it would be for those guys for real, but most programmers I know, about $500 is enough to get them out of bed. 1,000 and they'll work quickly because they know they can fix the stuff. You know, it's like if they can get, if you imagine you can make $1,000 in an hour, like you're in, right? So $1,000 will work for sure. But I bet a $500 bounty would still be attractive. But the only reason I was able to offer those bounties is because of Patreon. There's no way I'm selling to the wife that we should use family funds to fix Fallout bugs.
Back with no nail? What? Did he make his own tribe? Huh? He think he killed Sickle?
I'm sorry. He's dead.
Hammer not be happy.
Choo-Choo1, if you guys had the Mechanist, do you think you might add her to an HQ worker, or is that outside the scope what you're thinking? I think that's probably outside the scope. I did find out, I didn't realize it, that Wise was supposed to be made an HQ worker, and I didn't realize that until the first time I saw somebody play it. There's a lot of the story content I never played through, but I was in charge of rigging it up. And I didn't have time to like listen to the dialogue, or I just like do the, I just went through the motions, doing the mechanisms, didn't pay attention to the dialogue, and then like watching someone else play it, it was like, oh, I'm worried I'm going to trigger them attack us if I go through here, but well, we'll try and risk it. Anyway, I didn't realize Wise was supposed to be made a HQ worker, so that's a thing I need to fix. Sickle actually talks like he's supposed to, and I think that's what a Surik had intended with the dialogue, but it actually doesn't make any sense because he's supposed to be the leader of the super mutant, so he needs to stay here. And so he talks about like, let me find a big bed or something like that, but that we're not going to pay off. But Wise will become a HQ worker if you manage to ally with him. Nick Carter, will the pre-populate system come before HQ 3.0? I actually don't know what order that's going to come in. I don't think so. Pre-populate is going to introduce all sorts of hell on the bug fix front. Like, it's going to cause so many breakages. So, like, I kind of want to save that till later. But I also realize it's a super attractive feature that might bring a lot of people back to Fallout 4. So, we'll see. We'll see where we're at. I think it might be maybe the first one after HQ 3.0. Carvok, thank you for the donation. Conversation with wife. So I know we have this holiday plan, but well, Fallout 4 has a bug that I had to fix. Yeah, exactly. So if it weren't for everybody contributing on Patreon, there's no way I would have been able to offer that. So it was nice. It was a cool thing to be able to do. To be like, hey, we can draw in some of Fallout 4's best engineers to solve this problem for us. You know, I'm not friends with any of them. Like. And even if I was, like any of the people that I know in the Fallout community, I'm not going to demand they drop everything and work on anything. I can ask them, but if I don't even know the people, I can't really ask them in good conscience to help me fix something. So, but yeah, pre-populate is going to be. I'm really excited for it. Like especially, you know, we had pre-populate in Conqueror, and just the amount more I know about the game now, I think I'll be able to do a lot better job with it. And with all the enhancements we did to the soldier mechanics between Conqueror and here, like even the pre-population, what do you call it? The pre-population of enemy factions, I think is going to be a lot more fun in this round. And I can tell I'm going to need some serious ibuprofen to survive tomorrow. For some reason, the setup I have is like killing my neck. All right. Oh, he's giving me 328 caps. Sold. Cyto 404 is the HQ security guy. Oh, hold on, my chat just moved. HQ security guy from the Resurgence meant to become a settler after he's mute, not commando, and just chilling in the castle, taking up space. I don't know why he's mute. That's weird. I'll have to fix that. Oh, I guess that makes sense that he's the one guy that. So there's a guy during Resurgence that has a couple of lines in the quest, like where he's like, "Hey, one of the vertibirds is forced to land." That guy needs to disappear. That guy is supposed to be just like an extra. You know, we do a lot of that in Chapter 3 of like HQ person, and they're just supposed to be like random extra that you don't actually ever meet again. originally Neil and Muriel were meant to be like that too, but it was like, nah, we gotta. That's a terrible thing to have those guys just disappear. They're named. We gotta make them full settlers. So they unfortunately didn't get a full dialogue treatment because it wasn't really. I wasn't identified that we should have done that soon enough. Or it was like by the time we played through a few times, we're like, wait a second, we can't just have those guys disappear. Then it was at that point it was too late in development to get them. But that might be something we go back and do. But yeah, HQ security guy that talked to you during Resurgence, that guy should just disappear. The other ones, there should be like 3 other ones, I think. 2 or 3 other ones. Those should stay there because those are generic settler voices. So I guess we could probably take the other guy and just switch his voice. And most of you wouldn't remember. And then give you a free worker out of it.
Looking for Diamond City?
Chicho, were you ever able to get a hold of EAs for Conqueror 2? We haven't tried. Some of them we're in constant contact with, but I decided it wasn't worth bothering until we have a completed script. Because once we have a completed script, if we get a hold of them, we can say, hey, read this. What do you think? This is what we want to do. See if they get excited about it. And then we can just say, all right, go, record it, right? Because like there's a chance we get in touch with them and then we're like, hey, we want to put the band back together. And then if we have several months of dev between then, when they agree, then they might disappear again. They might get bored again. So we want to be ready for them if we were able to get in touch with them. All right, let's go do this nonsense again. Hello. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't believe I missed that first shot. Almost had her. Reinforcements, when you talk about finishing Conquer, do you plan on integrating SS2 or you plan on keeping it standalone? It'll be standalone, but we'll have some, if we get to do it, it'll be standalone, but it'll have some crossover. So there will be like some moments where, you know, like Jake and Jammer interact, for example. But there will also be a fork in the quest line where you're forced to choose one. You cannot, there's no world where you can complete both because Aiden is the antagonist of the Conqueror's story, and we can't really, there's no way to rectify that. There we go. Head off. That's how we prefer our raiders. Okay. Slowly getting back to where we were. Kind of having the 2 engineers in HQ is such a nice touch. Yeah, like I'm glad we did get them to record a couple extra lines, which is like some thank yous, like thanks for saving me. Because otherwise it felt like they didn't even, you know, that was a pretty intense situation they were in. But yeah, I'd love to do a little more for them. You know, they're not main characters or anything, but at least to have it so that they're not just repeating the same 4 lines forever would be nice. But that all takes work. One of the things we never did, and we probably, and I think if we end up in a situation where we're doing something like Starfield, or like some settlements in Starfield, I think we will do something like this, which is create something similar to the settler dialogue in Fallout 4. So in Fallout 4, there's like a set of dialogue that every voice actor that's involved in the game, outside of the main character voice actors, like most of the generic NPCs, most of the guys who aren't like your companions, are voiced by, you know, 10 voice actors, and they do all the characters. And they had a lot of them do a large pool of like generic useful dialogue they could reuse and repurpose all over, and we never did that for SS2. Instead, every person we have in here has custom dialogue written, and I think that was a mistake. I think we should have, and I think it's good for some characters, but we should have had a pool ready to go of like, hey, you're voicing this character for us. while you're at it, do these extra 50 lines, and now your character can be a settler and can be this and can be that. Like, we should have done that, but lesson learned. Lesson learned. Because we've had, I mean, if you go look at our credits, it's crazy how many voice actors we've had involved over the years, and so we could have had that many settler voices if we had planned accordingly, and it would have just saved a lot of time for both our writers and voice managers, is just being like, here's the standard script, send it over. Carback would love to make a raider settlement HQ for Conk 2. Yeah, and I have a spot for you too to do it. That's in the coming in that story if we ever get to finish it. That would make a beautiful HQ, but we'll see. We'll see how we go, one step at a time.
You see
Oh my god, no! No! I saw that happening. I saw the grenade start to fall, and I'm like, oh god, I'm in fire. Oh, this is all over. Oh. And then you guys are over here saving, save, and I didn't save. But I did save recently, so it's not going to be nearly as bad a loss. I'm going to kill a few more raiders again. Reinforcements, you'll be able to have both installed at the same time. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, if I do Conqueror 2, it's going to become like an add-on pack for SS2. And when I say Conqueror 2, I don't mean a sequel to Conqueror. I mean, like, in the same way SS1 and SS2 coexist, is that, or that they both exist. They would become, it'd be the same content, just redone. But I wouldn't, most of the quests, I wouldn't change dramatically. The only quests I think that need to be changed in Conqueror are, we need to have some sort of like there's a lot of quests in Conqueror where we need stuff to happen in a settlement, and it's so easy to break that. That I want to have like a building the player has to build that's like fully empty, and that all the scenes can play out in it, kind of like the theater stage. But less, like the theater stage is kind of janky. It doesn't work as well as I'd like. But I think I could do the theater way better now with what I've learned from the 2 years of dev since then. So I would like something like that, something like the Wasteland Theater for those scenes. And then I think the intro quests for Conqueror are bad. Jammer is not likable when you first meet him. It's only after Ophelia shows up where he starts to become like an endearing raider, where you can kind of like sympathize with his plight of like everybody trying to tell him what to do, and he's supposed to be and then the player is the boss, but Jammer's kind of a boss too. Like he's kind of stuck in this weird situation, and like, you know, it doesn't really come through until you get to the Ophelia content. And I think we could fix that. I think we could make Jammer a little more likable early on, so that people aren't fully turned off by him when they first meet him. Also, I think that the first quests are kind of, there's not enough context for them, because we weren't intending it to be this big long story quest line. So we actually have talked about ideas of how we could solve that, of like making the first part feel more grounded and make more sense for why Jammer's like inviting the player along, other than the player being you know, like we have lore in there for why he's doing it in the that makes sense. You know, if you play through all the quests we have, there's an explanation for it, but it's one that feels like made up, even though we did once we laid out the story, it was part of the plan. And even Super Weevil, who laid out the story, said, I have this cool idea for where this character could come from and why he's contacting the player. Can I drop some hints in for it? And the first time you play through Conqueror, if you play through even version 1, he mentions like somebody in a brown coat, and like he was referring to what ended up becoming Pandora, the character, but we didn't do the brown coat. But that's what he was referring to. So that part was planned all along, but it would be cool if there was like if you didn't have that weird, like, mysterious background that didn't make any sense, if the opening to working with him felt a little more natural, had a little more sense to it. And one of the ways we thought is if he had a little gang of leaders with him at the start that you were working with, and they started dying off, and then you were just kind of a recruit, then it would make more sense that if, you know, all the people around him were dying off, then he would want you as the new boss, of being like, oh, you're one of the last surviving friends I have. So we've talked about like rewriting the intro to Conqueror. Choo-choo, no Raider take on HQ. I mean, like, I always thought that would be a possibility, and that's part of the reason that the HQ code is written systemized, so it can be reused. It does not just have to be tied to GNN. But man, is an HQ a boatload of work. If I suggested to our designers we were doing another HQ, I think they might all quit. They might be like, yeah, no, I'm not in for that. So I'd have to recruit all new people to handle that. Also, in our story, well, the direction our story is heading would not make any sense for that kind of those kind of mechanics to show up. It just would not work. I guess since we're not done, it's possible that we write that in. And I think I've had this conversation with the people who are working on finishing the writing for it, to see if we can pull it off. But again, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. We're just kind of like, we've been doing little bits of writing here and there to hope one day maybe it can happen. Because I would love that. That would make me very, very happy. Ah, I got it. Okay, it's leather versus. All right. I feel like I just want to keep saving. So, Hawaii, are you playing Starfield tomorrow? Waiting for reviews? Absolutely playing tomorrow. I have a copy sitting on my desk right now.
No sign of them now. Come on, it's over. They must have run off. I'll fucking relax over there. Got it?
Oh yeah, that's right. We should kill off all these guys before we free the settler.
You're still alive, ain't ya? We should be thanking you instead of bitching all the time. Now shut up and get back to your...
Oh, I was hoping that was going to kill them mid-conversation, but I didn't throw it at the right angle. It needs to go over there. There's one of them. Hi, Clutch. Alright, was any of that armor decent? I don't think so. What is that over? What do I have right now for chest? 5 and 12. Okay, so I've got... Oh, I need the ballistic right now. We're not fighting a lot of guys with... So that's the difference between the Raider armor and the leather, right? The leather's better against energy. And the Raider stuff tends to be better against ballistic, which is what we're facing most of the time this early in the game. Put the pool cue down, buddy. How far in here are you? No, further than that, okay. Did I bank that well? Not quite. Ooh, brutal.
Excellent.
Oh, take your time.
Okay. Save, 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 save. Yes, yes, yes. We need to save. We can at least loot this.
Got it.
Oh yeah, and we also gotta need to go save that settler. Nick Carter, was there any plans to explain why Alyssa hates super mutants? I don't think so. I think it was. I don't know. I don't remember her story well enough to tell you for certain, like what's covered in there. Might have been one of those things where it's just kind of implied because she's like a rich girl, like, and so she would just pick something in the wasteland that was icky and hate it. So the Conqueror characters actually have a interesting background. So the Conqueror characters, or I'm sorry, not Conqueror, Conquered characters, were actually a series of characters that were part of our original plan for SS2's 100 settler plan. So I've talked about this in the past. I don't know how many of you are in the have heard me say this, but SS2 started actually as a it was going to be expansion for SS1, and it was just going to be a story to teach you the mod and 100 recruitable settlers that would show up as you built things, and that was the pitch to the team at the time for what that expansion was going to be, and it eventually evolved into SS2. But we had people do character pitches, and we ended up with over 100 character pitches, like 120, 125, something like that, of pitches from writers of like, here's a character I want to do. And so for all the people who ended up in Conquered, we took the best pitches that we found there that didn't get developed into characters, and then we got some writers on to convert to actually like flesh them out a little bit, because we didn't have a ton of information. So Alyssa was one of those where there was just like this journalist character who hated super mutants, and that was like the rough synopsis, and then we just let the new writer we brought on kind of take it whatever direction they wanted, because we didn't have access, because most of the writers who wrote those pitches have been gone for a while, so we just let them live, those characters live on beyond just the death they would have died rotting on our shared Google Drive of ideas. There's an NVIDIA driver out to help optimize Starfield. Interesting. Chicho1, that would be a great excuse to finish up HQ tutorials. Oh, for the Raider thing? Yeah, yeah. Well, one of the things that drove the... Well, it's not one of the... It's one of the only things. One of the things I'm excited about, I will say, pitch it that way. One of the things I'm excited about being done with the big chapter releases is like I can slow down. So one of the reasons HQ tutorials got derailed is my schedule got too busy, like trying to keep up with the pace required to keep everybody moving on the chapter 3 story stuff, because it involved so many new mechanics and so many things like in the quests and stuff just required a lot of code that I just had to keep cutting stuff from my schedule. And so now our pace is going to be way more leisurely. If I bum rush him, maybe he can't hit me with that. Nope, still got me. Head clean off. But at least we have a quick save now. Anyway, so one of the things I'm excited about with this post-launch plan is without the big things pushing us forward, and it's just a lot of smaller patches, that I can actually like slow down and do stuff like writing out all the tutorials. Like when I fix the unit type stuff for that patch, which will probably be the 3.02 patch, maybe the 3.03, whenever patch that lines up with, I will also simultaneously write up all the tutorials. So we're actually going to get tutorials for creating new factions before we get HQ tutorials, just because I'm going to do it in the order I'm working on it. So same thing with HQ 3.0. When I do HQ 3.0, I will also be writing the tutorials. Because there's no time pressure anymore. It makes it easier. I like that the missile, before it even exploded, decapitated me. Just like the pressure of the missile flying through the air. Took my head clean off. Alright, let's see if I can get past this guy. Clearly not worth engaging him long range. I need to sneak up, drop a few grenades next to him. Oh, that was weird. The sound like cut out right here for some reason. Sergeant Sheila, thank you for making CPD. They're fun. I just fixed a bunch of stuff with CPD actually. So there's been like at least two of the quests that a lot of people report just don't start for them. I think I finally fixed that for the next patch. And it was such a the reason they break is so ridiculous. So the judge quest could fail to start because I'm out of grenades. I'm out of grenades. There is a there are some good God. Hey buddy, this is for you. There are a couple of beer bottles in the judge's house, in her little shack. And you know, stuff that you might grab to you might. Hey bud. There are a couple of beer bottles in her her house, and if you happen to have looted her location and grabbed those before you get to that quest, the quest could fail to start because we do this thing with quests called aliasing, and basically we grab a pointer to some vanilla items because we want them when our quests start. We want to hide those items. It's just a way we deal with. Wait, why did it make me? I thought I didn't loot that. Okay. So we grab some references to those items so we can disable them. It's a way we do things without editing vanilla, as we do them at runtime. But so again, if you looted those, then those pointers break, and then the quest can't start. And we had the same thing happen with the Act 3. We call it Act 3-3. It's like the end of the CPD quest line, where you raid the where Elisher comes in and holds one of your captains captive. It was because there was a sentry bot at one of the CPD locations. I couldn't tell you which one, just random CPD location, or maybe it's like right outside of there. Oh god, maybe it's close by to that place. But anyway, there's a sentry bot. If you happen to have killed it before the quest starts, the quest can't start, and it's just some random one you would stumble upon. So it's not necessarily one that had anything to do with quest, but we needed it out of the way because it was causing conflicts with our quest sequencing. But we forgot to account for the fact that players might have killed it earlier, and it's a real easy fix. There's just like a flag, a little checkbox we have to do to make it work, even if you've killed it, and we just missed that. And so same thing with the beer bottles. There's a flag we check that says it's okay if they don't exist, and we missed it. So that has been solved. I also tried to put in code to rescue saves that were in that state. So if you had a save with the CPD that you got to a point where those two quests failed to launch, that it will try and launch them. So you might find that an old save you load up and all of a sudden CPD quests launch. I feel like I feel it now. Now I'm afraid. Now I just got to save every time I kill something.
Hey there.
Hey, Slick. Say.
One of the only reasons I kind of want to keep a companion with me is for dialogue, but because I am skipping through dialogue with this playthrough, it's irrelevant. Because I know Sir Rick spent a lot of time integrating companions into most of our conversations. Well, not most of them, but a lot of them, I will say.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, yeah, there is.
Oh, I broke Jake's brain.
However, fortune has smiled upon us.
Lucian Kane, just out of curiosity, if you skip Flicker and Lightsfield holotape, is it supposed to skip both the controller quests past Art of War? Let me think. Skip to both the controller quests past Art of War. I don't think so. No, that doesn't sound correct. That sounds like a bug. I will say that the cheat system, especially for Chapter 3, needs some work.
Sounds good.
I knew I could count.
Sure.
Here, let me update your Pip-Boy map. There we go. All right, lead on.
All right, now are we? Yeah, even after all the ammo we bought it. Did we buy the Diamond City, or did we buy all that ammo, or was that before I died? I don't remember if I bought all that ammo and blew it, or if... well, that's all right. Eventually we'll get enough money and resources to get to infinite ammo. Also, didn't I level up? Yes, I did. Oh, here we go. Idiot Savant. Let's get those big XP swings. Quantum. I noticed the CPD questline has many perk-related choices that have no benefit. Yeah, that was something that we unfortunately didn't figure out until late, that we could do that, and never got done. And then you'll find that a lot of them in Chapter 3, we missed it because we had someone different do the dialogue implementation. So one person on our team did the dialogue implementation for most of the quests, and then Sag went in and followed behind him and did all the like quest logic, like doing all the stages and AI packages and all that, and scripts. And unfortunately, we did not tell the person who did the dialogue about the oops. Sorry, Jake. Nope. We did not tell that person about the about that. So they did not know to do it. So now all the Chapter 3 stuff, a lot of it needs to have that done too. Piper, your tank. Oof. Alright, I'll stim pack you.
What's up?
Hey.
What can I do?
Nothing. Cancel. Where's the cancel button? Oh, hey, buddy. He goes straight for Jake.
That better be the last one. All right. Looks like we're in the Vault-Tec headquarters for the Commonwealth. That's kind of weird. Assuming this is the right place. Why would a Vault-Tec facility be having ASAM equipment delivered? Didn't one of the ASAM sensors talk about Robco being in partnership with Vault-Tec? Maybe that's why.
Yeah, something like that.
Hold that thought. Just found the employee records.
Zombies should not be able to move that fast. I actually like the change they did to making ghouls super fast in Fallout 4. Oh, look, we got another one we missed. Idiot Savant, not marked as, speaking of those ones. Let's see here. I guess that this is probably a pass we need to just go do across the board.
Sorry? You say something?
If it's not too much to ask, could you please pay attention?
We probably have to do a pass on all the old quests still to find this. I need to find, what I really need to do is,
The one of the satellite
I
station.
wonder if we could do some sort of like bulk dialogue export and then search for all of the brackets, and that might help us find it. That might be a good way to do it.
Maybe this guy was in charge of.
But yeah, I like the change they made to ghouls because it makes them feel pretty unique as an enemy and not just a random low-level garbage enemy. They're actually a little intimidating. Alright, so I think in here is where we find one of the new pieces of backfilled content we did. Might be a couple of them. I think we backfilled in some terminals and some and holotapes in this cell. There was some missing bits. Or some stuff we needed. So one of the things we did that's you know, you could argue that this is retconning, but I look at it like we're fleshing out the backstory to make it feel more natural. As we added in some more holotapes to make the whole experience a little more tied together, more smooth, especially in regards to our pre-war stuff, because there was a lot of stuff where we didn't have all of the dialogue written and didn't have all the nitty-gritty details sorted out for the story. So there's some things we backfilled in. And we should experience one here shortly. Alright, I thought it was on this floor, but maybe I'm wrong. I think I always screw this up. Oh yeah, I think it's right here. Here it is. Oh, come on. Come on.
Hey, look there. I think we found the office.
Oh, there it is.
A working terminal. Just give me a second here.
Souvenir teddy bear. I think this is one of the pictures that Cynical is mad at me because I didn't put it in a correct frame. Like, this picture has a much better what do you call it, aspect ratio, and I like cropped it to fit in that little frame.
Finally, I'm in. Okay, let's see what we can learn. Huh. Well, I'll never.
Yeah, Duncan, this used to be like #1 quest on our forum support.
What makes you think that?
Now there's still occasionally people come up with problems with it. We can't replicate it anymore, but
That's a hell of a risk.
The nerve on. Oh, I don't think we're gonna find a second comp up here.
Why? What's going on?
Vault-Tec were expecting.
Jay Russell, thank you for the subscribe.
But this Madison guy hijacked what we came here to look for. We've already found.
It's okay.
Thanks. Looks like we're stuck with the hub we have. But maybe we should investigate. The terminal said this place has a warehouse. Although terminal also.
Okay.
Be one around.
Yep, we'll go to the basement. Alright, let's listen to this new holotape and we'll see if it works. Is it gonna work today?
I was more than apprehensive the first time I met the lovely Miss St. James. After all, she was there to strike a deal with Robco, who just usurped my research. All so they could make a quick buck. But I needed a new patron, and Vault-Tec's pockets are deep. The very company I'd hoped to outshine with my little venture. The irony is certainly not lost on me.
The old freezing baton, alright. I really like Magnuson's VA. The guy's awesome. He's actually done quite a bit of other... Oh yeah, I think there's another holotape right here that we added. Magnuson's VA actually has done he did a bunch of stuff for... oh, what's the mod? Tales from the Commonwealth. That's actually how we learned about him. Was through talking to Chris. Yeah, I think there's another one right here. This is the one I think was broken and I think I just fixed.
Excuse me, Doctor. Dr. Magnuson.
What? What the hell do you want?
Yes, it's fixed.
Madison St. James, Chief Procurement Officer. I'd like to talk to you about your ASEM technology.
In case you hadn't noticed, Miss St. James, I no longer work for Robco. And even if I did, why in the blue heavens would I share anything with the CPO of Vault-Tec?
Because, Dr. Magnuson, unlike Robco, Vault-Tec has an appreciation for those with academic ambition.
Bah! Out of my way!
It appears Dr. Magnuson is currently feeling uncooperative. Suggest any future negotiation include adequate incentives.
Save. All right. All right, am I going the right way now? Oh, here it is, elevator. That's right, we got the key card. Where's our ghoul friends? There's one. Alright, where's the other one? I know there's another one down here somewhere. I hear him. I hear him. There he is. Yep, definitely should use VATS for this thing. Oh. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Kind of.
Hey, Walter, it's Ben. The boys upstairs have been pestering me again about that hub thing. Are you sure it didn't arrive? I tried calling Donna at Boston Direct, but she said they'd already shipped it out. Maybe it got sent to another one of our warehouses? Ah, whatever. For now, just move all the other Robco crap down to the sub-basement. It's suspicious as hell having it out in the open, and I still don't trust Magnuson. For all we know, he could be a Robco plant. Alright, I'll see you later at the post. You still owe me that drink.
Alright, down we go. Street chat, we going all night? I think I'm gonna finish this quest at least. Mail question. I'm on the stage. Hold the Commonwealth when my game keeps crashing repeatedly. Is there something? Y'all are spawning in en masse or something? I only have S2 if that helps. I mean, the only thing that gets spawned in large quantities are the gunners taking over locations. All right, Piper, you're blocking Jake. Come here. Get out of the way. Where's the command? Command. Hey. Go over there.
Head over there.
Like a great idea.
Yeah.
Go there.
I went over there. Can you do that? No. All right. Well, you got out of Jake's way, so I'm happy. As far as it yeah, I'm trying to think of what it would be spawning a lot of. The most common thing. So in testing, we ran into an issue, and I thought I plugged the hole, but and I'm 99% certain I did, but it wouldn't have come up in the place you're describing, and that's reinforcements. We did have a bug at one point where reinforcements could rapidly trigger, and it could cause like dozens and dozens of gunners to spawn all at once, and that was crashing for some of our testers. But that we resolved, and even if we hadn't, even if that bug still existed, it sounds like it's not happening during reinforcements for you. It sounds like it's just happening in general. So.
Hi.
What a weird setup. I wonder, what were they trying to do with these ASAM sensors? Don't suppose you've any ideas?
But, Mal, are you on Xbox or PC? If you're on PC, I can look at your save. If you're just using SS2, you can toss it to me on, head to our forums and DM me a link there.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, even though they never got their hands on the comm hub, it doesn't seem to have stopped Vault-Tec trying to rip off ASAM technology. Question is, what do they come up with?
Sure. Oh, I forgot again. Jake distracted me.
Huh? What you messing with there? Well, I'll be.
I'll take you.
Vault-Tec have themselves a ASAM printer, but I think its printing days are long behind them. They must have needed a steady supply of sensors to experiment with. Guess they got tired of buying them from Robco. Say, if this thing could construct a whole sensor, then let me check something.
Jacob, come up with a new update that someone, be it mod or actual dev, adds a weapon, armor, degradation, Reloading scripts animation where ammo just isn't dumped out of half of a weapon. I doubt that Bethesda will add that. I know there are mods to do that, but I'm pretty sure they require some pretty custom stuff that won't fit on Xbox or doesn't work on Xbox. I don't know if has anybody done a mod with weapon degradation. I feel like that's probably a Horizon feature. It feels like something that would fit nicely in that mod. Malum on PC. I'll try to figure out how to do that and send it over on the forums. Yeah, your saves are in your. If you go to your documents folder, and then My Games Fallout 4 saves, there's files that end in .fos. They're pretty big. They're like usually 30 to 100 megabytes. So you'll have to upload it to a Google Drive or some sort of free sharing site before you can share it with me. Just make sure you do that the bigger file. The small one I don't actually need. I mean, you can send it to me as well, but I need the big one. Hey, Mala. Armless Mala. I'll take that.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Would you look at this thing? What were Vault-Tec trying to do here? And what's that noise it's making? Ugh, must be something wrong with it. All right, let's take a closer look here.
Yeah, like in 3 New Vegas 76.
Machine's picking up some kind of radio signal. Seems like it's trying to connect to something nearby. Hey, do me a favor. Go to that table with the ASAMs in the other room.
Oh man, when we were building Chapter 1 quests, this took me forever to get working. In fact, I think this is one of the bugs we had when we shipped. Just like getting the scene to stay functioning. Like now it feels laughable. What are you doing, Piper? It feels laughable how easy it would be to set up a scene like this. But man, it was a challenge. Hold on, there's a lot of loot here, buddy. You gotta be patient.
Hey there.
Yep, that confirms what I thought, all right.
Oh?
The signals this machine was picking up, they were coming from those ASAMs. They were emitting the radio signals.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Exactly. When you shut off the power to the ASAMs, we shut off the signal.
Oh yeah, I did. Forgot to grab dog meat.
But that begs the question. Just what kind of ASAM technology...
I do kind of want to keep Piper now, at least until I do until I go talk to the Ron for the first time, because I'm pretty sure she has an interaction with him.
Here.
What you got there? Technical documents, huh? Well, I'll be. I mean, it's not exactly.
Uh-huh.
I guess after Mac...
I'm listening.
We came here looking... Wow,
Yep. Sorry, Jake. Skip.
Glad it turned out
Skip.
That makes two of us. As excited as... Take another...
All right. Oh yeah, there's the security gate. Wait, is Piper? She only hacks, right? She's not lockpick. Can you unlock that?
Go check that out.
Yeah, that's not your skill. Okay. All right, then I know the key's around here somewhere. Oh, I think is it in this room over here? It's in this room, isn't it? With the tape. Oops.
Got it.
I think it's back over here somewhere. Glue. We go through there it is. I say we go through this every playthrough. You guys always have to direct me to find the keys. Alright, there it is. Let's go unlock the gate and get all the loot. Thank you. Need those stim packs. And that jet. I don't know why I grabbed the rack, but we're committed now. Alright, let's go get the holotape. Ooh, is that more loot? Yes, 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 yes. I saw a report I never realized was a problem before. I'll show you guys in a second here. That you can do this. That's not intentional. But I don't know if we can stop that or not.
Jake.
Not without a new model, not a new mesh. Because even when you make that static or make it a non-lootable item, it can still be picked up.
Yeah? Found something? Hello. What have we here?
Kate lockpicks, Valentine hacks. Didn't know Piper did too. I didn't know either. Somebody said she did.
The different ASAM variants. You know, plot types. The different things ASAMs can be programmed for. I suspect Vault-Tec planned to copy the software. Let's see. We got residential, agricultural, and industrial. Whoa, hold up a sec. There's more data here. What the? Recreational plot? Commercial? Slick, do you know what you just found?
I think so.
There.
All right.
One hell of a. If I could figure out how to transfer new.
Sounds great.
Well, with
I
that,
saw a picture of Mr. House on the wiki. Where is that picture in game? That was actually up in his office. That was the one I was talking about, and I said the artist Cynical who did it was mad at me because I screwed up and put it in the wrong frame. We'll fix it eventually. It'll be like one of those like minor edits that doesn't even go in the patch notes, where we'll put it in a appropriate landscape frame so you guys can see the whole thing in the game.
You're welcome.
She's fantastic at those. She also did the one of Jake's daughter, and she did the boat. There's a picture of the gunner boat in.
Actually, it's the guy who got us the info on this.
Is it in Resurgence? No, it's not in Resurgence. It's the one right after Resurgence. I can't remember the name of the quest, but anyway, she's really good at those like in-game photos.
Sure, I can do that.
The fellow you need to chances are he wants us
Right.
Karbach, is it the one from
Oh, actually, before you go, here.
what's the name of the group? The those Australian guys, or maybe they're New Zealand, I don't know. Who do all the RPG videos? Those guys are awesome.
Anyway, I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, Viva La Dirt League. Yeah, those guys are great. Is this where Jake has another conversation?
Oh, still here, I see. Actually, if you've got a minute, there's something I've been thinking about.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, this Magnuson guy. Just what was going on there? I mean, clearly he had no interest in helping Vault-Tec.
So this right here, this conversation, we have a few of these scattered throughout the mod because we know a lot of people like to go activate NPCs again to be like, let's see if he's got any lines acknowledging this thing, or like, you know, what does he say after this? And so we thought it would be fun to sneak in some conversations for people who like to do that. Kind of encourage them to keep doing it.
Why do you care? I don't know. That kind of stuff just bothers me. You know, the mystery of it.
I guess I should stop drinking this iced coffee at 12:30.
I won't keep you any
I
longer.
actually want to go to sleep tonight.
But thanks for listening. I appreciate it.
All right. All right, so now we're going to go, well, let's save, first of all. Now I think we're going to run to the settlement, dump our gear, so that we're ready for the next session. But I think we are going to wrap it up here in a minute. So I do want to go to sleep. Because I need to be fresh and bushy-tailed for tomorrow. Because Bethesda was kind enough to those of us in the U.S. to release Starfield nice and early. Well, those of us who are suckers enough to pay for the for the higher end edition. Random user. For the patches, would they download automatically or would I have to download them manually? You do have to download them manually. Actually, yeah, okay, I was going to say, I think I forgot to download the patch on my Xbox, but I did not. I did it yesterday. I see you all do not believe in sleep. I think sleep is the only, like, getting my full, like, I've been on it with oh, we're right next to where you would get Nick. Okay, maybe I will stay here so we can go get Nick right away. That actually makes a lot of sense, like optimizing our route for not wasting time. But anyway, on sleep, everybody in my family has been sick for the last week and a half, and I am not, knock on wood. And I think it's because I'm the only one in the family who has been making sure to get 8 hours of sleep. My kids get like 10 hours of sleep, but they also don't have strong immune systems yet. So let's do a proper save here. Kez Daddy, thank you for the donation. Any news on when the next charity stream will be and who with? I know Teresa soon. Yeah, I think it's going to be Teresa next, but I have not scheduled it. But I'll need to do that. And I should probably do it before too long. Maybe that'll be something I'll put on my schedule tomorrow to at least talk to her and try and schedule something. But yeah, I think Teresa's going to be next for that for sure. Let's see. Could you tell us how it goes? Or are you bound by NDA with Starfield? I think everybody's free to talk about it tomorrow. I think you're going to see like all the reviews come out tomorrow at, what time is it? I think it comes out in like, I know for me it's 7 p.m. So I think that's 19 hours. So in 19 hours, you're going to see articles pop up everywhere. I think that's when the NDA goes away for those folks. I didn't get an early review copy. I just bought the special edition that comes with the first DLC and 5 days early access. Mal, if you tried the, I doubt it'll fix it, but try the public beta I put up. Maybe that'll be better luck for you. But if you get a chance, send me that save. I'll definitely take a look at it tomorrow in the morning or afternoon, depending on how my workday goes. All right, guys. I think that is enough Xbox for me tonight. Made some good progress again. Zero bugs, knock on wood. All the issues we ran into are just me dying a lot because I'm good at Fallout. But yeah, good session. We'll continue probably next week. Like I said, maybe I'll change my tune. Maybe I'll decide to play some Starfield on channel. But as of right now, I kind of want to keep my first playthrough for me, and so subsequent playthroughs I might do on stream. I don't know. I haven't decided what my relationship's going to be like with Starfield. Tomorrow I might be able to start forming a plan after I've gotten it in my hands. But yeah. Take care all, and I'll see you next week.